It is now very late on the third day since we left Kursabal, and we have just come out of Nangalore, which was quite the adventure, I can assure you. The morning we left Kursabal, we woke and broke fast with the Arakochrans. We spoke briefly about Nangalore with Razan, in which time he offered us the use of a boat to reach it. For security, both his own and my own, I left my journals with him while we're away at Nangalore, so I will have to copy this in later. During our descent, Alcamenos asked me some questions about my anthropological process and told us how Tritons record their history inside magical orbs, not having paper. He also shared a proverb of his father's, as one of us almost fell off the mountain for the umpteenth time that morning. Pessimists see the difficulty in everything, optimists see the opportunity in difficulty. Emboldened by his words, we all took the opportunity to not die and reached the bottom with only minor bumps and scrapes. We pressed on swiftly through the jungle that day, hoping to make the river before dark. We narrowly avoided a flaming fist patrol, but camped that night on the water's edge. In the morning, we set out on our 2-day boat journey that would bring us to Nangalore. That afternoon, we spotted several terrafolk keeping pace with us in the sky, but a swift volley of arrows downed one and drove the rest high into the sky, and they did not reappear this morning. Nangalore is a beautiful but dangerous place. The gardens are full of rare plants, several of which are extremely aggressive and posed a real threat. Ornate depictions of a woman with a likeness to Moxanare were helpfully paired with inscriptions like, "This garden is dedicated to Zalcore, Queen of Omu and Jewel of Chult." Making our way through it all, we discovered a group of Chwingers watching over us. On a whim, I gave one of them a carved Chwinger from Firefinger, and to my immense surprise, it responded by granting me an almighty boon. I was scared and uncertain at first, but as the power revealed itself to me, I knew that the creature had blessed me so that I could remove Azaka's curse. I kept this to myself at first, part of me not sure how Razak would react to the offer, another selfish part of me not wanting to rid us of our near and vulnerable guardian. However, when we discovered Gal, I had confessed what I'd a Northern warrior, and next to it a much smaller statue of a man crouched over an urn. Though I could tell at once that the crouched man had been petrified, what exactly we had found still puzzled us, despite the inscriptions we found around the room. Clearly, pieces of this puzzle were still missing, and so when I asked Azaka to choose between lifting her curse or freeing the thief, she wanted to investigate more fully before deciding. It was in a side building that we discovered Zalcore, Queen of Omu. Something about her abode didn't sit right with me, so I hid outside and listened rather than entering with the others. My concern increased when she introduced herself as a queen who should have been long dead, and the Eblis that served her were another black sign. However, she was fair and honourable with my companions, and traded her black orchid for the diamonds of the green dragon. Leaving her in peace, we considered the evidence and decided that she had been turned into some kind of monster, cursed to remain in Nangalore in a state of eternal madness and sorrow at the loss of her lover. Content to leave her be, we resolved to free the petrified thief and be on our way. However, as we left with the thoroughly confused Gal, who had been there for 240 years it seems, Zalcore discovered what we had done. Revealing herself to be a Medusa, she and her Eblis, along with what seemed to be the ghost of her dead lover, chased us relentlessly as we fled for our boat. In the end, as we returned fire to cover our retreat, blind aggression and overconfidence turned out to be the undoing of the last Omuan queen. By the time she realized the disadvantage she had rushed into, it was too late, and we were able to press the attack and end her monstrous existence for good. Our search of her causes yielded little of interest, save a few phials of an unknown liquid. It, by now being well past dark, we left Nangalore for the night with our new friend Gal, resolving to find a safe camp and perhaps return to investigate further at first light.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember exactly why we wanted to go back, but there was a reason, I thought.
Well, there was still.
Not
I
really.
think that's the sign on the
so.
left we hadn't really investigated, but there's not much
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, thinking back, I'm trying to think if there's any. We're still on the Nangalore map, right?
There's the spider webs,
Yeah,
maybe.
it's
But...
on there.
Yeah, the spiders could have a
just
magic sword or something, right?
Yeah, I think we just wanted to explore more the place more. Now that we're not
I
getting
think
fucked
the
over.
only reason why we want to go back, yeah.
Kill the zombies maybe that were just chilling there.
Like, we had no real reason to return, other than, fully explore it.
And clear it out for newcomers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because you're nice.
Nice people like that.
Will come in after us. Obviously.
But we also know that our new friend absolutely does not want anything to do with returning.
But he already left, didn't he? He was like,
You can leave.
No,
oh, no,
he,
he's come with us. Yeah, no,
He is
Yeah,
free to leave.
Sky scared the shit out of him by talking
Oh
about
yeah, I
monsters
made
don't
up
exist.
something about things that were going to eat his brains or something.
Yeah.
Made
He
up.
was rude.
I thought you just had read the PDF triggers.
I can't remember what I called them.
Yeah, those some good blurs.
Yeah, exactly.
Google Ops.
Excellent. All right then. So yeah, it is the morning of the day. Oh, yeah, it's a Tuesday. You know, that's a good day.
It's an
Yeah.
eternal one day.
So as you guys like, the night's watch was nice and uneventful. You didn't hear any problems or see anything. Yeah. Well, what are people doing in the morning? Gal's kind of just like he barely had any belongings. He like basically just lay on the ground. He has like a a rough blanket he sleeps on, but he just like he's not really packing up. He's just kind of looking apprehensively like, can we go?
Did we bring an Eblis with us or not? You had one skewered, right?
I did ask Zeno to bring one, but I don't remember.
Well, the one I ran
Right
from
before you
then
jumped
because I
on the
was
boat, I thought
fighting
you-
the other one.
Yeah.
I don't think we.
Yeah, we didn't get it. No.
No, I mean we landed and like looked at the place after we killed the bitch. The three Eblis.
I could have.
Well, if we have one, I'm cooking it. If
We have to. We definitely have one.
You have one,
we have one, okay.
but you didn't eat it for dinner.
Wait, you know what my
Well, it's a
tasty
plenty of
recipe?
plenty of meat.
You want to cook
There's
just
a lot of meat on the list.
I mean, if Alchemanos has a superior way of cooking it, I'll ask Alchemanos how it's done. To ask him to show me.
put it on the
Alchemanos, show
fire.
it.
I discovered
I put
this many days ago.
He boils it underwater in a deep vents. It's genius.
Yeah.
I put it on the fire.
Okay.
We enjoy it.
Nice.
Yeah, okay. We have dinner
The
and
fourth
breakfast.
sapient creature.
Yep. Well,
A lot of creatures are sapient that we eat.
Are they?
Well, not a lot of sentient.
Sapient. Alright, okay, so you guys eat that for breakfast, and then are you setting up ready to go back to Nangalore, or to go back to Cosabel, or what's the plan?
Well, I know we talked about going back to Nangalore, but thinking back, I'm not really certain what there would be left to explore. The rest of it just seemed to be a ruin, possibly dangerous with vicious plants and spiders. But
I think we're better off returning to Cursaval and warning them that we telling them we at least cleared out the Medusa and the Eblis.
On first hand,
But
I wanted
the
to
garden
remove
is
the
still-
dangers that were still there. But on
Yes,
further
but-
thought, the jungle is filled with many fronts. We cannot
The
clear
current
them all.
dangers that are still there are natives at that place, from the looks of it, and not foreign dangers. Other than the spiders, I
Zombie
suppose.
plants.
Yeah, but there's there's
of
some
human
plant
beings.
zombies, right? So they were probably turned like that by the garden from.
yeah, they probably turned up and got ambushed by a zombie-flying plant.
Yeah.
That's what. By the look of them, anyway, they had sort of leaves and stuff sticking out of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
By the
Well,
way,
if you wish to
it's-
return,
it's-
I agree. We had a major victory.
I expect that garden is and always will be full of deadly plants, and unless we intend to become permanent gardeners, clearing it out now will be of little use to anyone. By the time anybody else even thinks to visit here, they'll probably all have come back.
I suppose. I am not used to the flora of this place.
They seemed particularly rampant there. Everything was overgrown and where once perhaps a gardener's careful touch had kept things neat and organized, time had let them run absolutely amok.
But surely a plant that leaves you unconscious with one stroke cannot be existing there for a reason.
You never know. There might be a
People have
part that
strange
were.
things, don't they?
They might have. Yes. They might have been harvesting the poison.
Or
Somehow.
possibly it just exists in the same way that all predators exist everywhere, naturally and in an area where there is enough prey.
Regardless. We have no real reason to return. So let's head to Casabal, yes?
I suppose. It could be just that there's something so magical about the place that all the plant life there is driven to the point of aggression. Either way, I see little that we can do about it.
What was the scout name? Gao?
Gowl.
I say, clap him on the shoulder and say, "Congratulations, Gao. Safety it is."
He like does like a leave smile. He's like, glad to hear we all starting to see some sense.
Out of interest, Gal, how good are you at climbing?
He kind of thinks like, I don't know. I don't do it very often. I guess I'm okay.
Good. Okay is better than, not okay.
Do not worry, friend. You will learn soon
Reassuring.
enough.
Okay. Where are we climbing?
Are we?
He said we will know soon enough.
He says things sometimes. He's strange. He's from the bottom of the ocean. You can't just,
Okay.
believe
You
everything
might
he
not-
tells you.
Okay.
You might not necessarily need to climb.
Do
We'll
not
see
worry.
when we get there.
Is he from the bottom of the ocean as well? He seems pretty sure there's some climbing.
I can fly, so I don't need to climb.
Just
But
gotta
there will
fly,
be
see?
climb- But there...
Do not worry,
Gal
friend.
just
I was
asked.
not prepared either.
Okay.
You will face this test head on.
Head on. Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
Gal, they might not have had these 240 years ago, but this is a paddle.
We had those.
Right? Great. Use it to row us onwards, then, please.
Yeah, we just okay. He looks confused, like you hadn't been rowing from Nangalore to his campsite. He's like, okay.
Yeah, but he was just he was a quivering bag of nerves that entire trip.
Okay.
Of course
you,
he was.
you get me, put him into a slave as you like, lay back sunbathing in the boat. Yeah. The first day's travel goes pretty well. It's like you're just going back up the river from your being, so it seems like Azarkas is navigating quite confidently.
Keep an eye out for terror folk.
You do not see any in the sky. And you end up. Ooh, don't move to Nangalore token.
We kind of need a map.
Oh, you're not on that.
No, we don't. You just trust Ian.
Popping your fire finger for a second.
We've already
on the
cleared out
way.
the route, right? No way we get random
Right
encounters.
down the right one. Yeah. That's it, Jack. Stuff doesn't.
We're
move.
up. Yeah, exactly.
And here's the loading time.
Good old loading
Let
time.
me get this fucking.
It's just an odd way every time.
Yeah.
Same way every time.
Okay, I'm just moving that for now, so I can move you, and then back you go, Nangalore. Back you go. Okay, cool.
I just want
you
to
guys-
explore this X right here, so it doesn't say skiv anymore.
Let me check.
What?
See if there you go, Jack.
Oh, thank you.
So you're guessing that's what it's like. You don't actually know,
Whereas my roll 20, I'm still on the Nangalore map.
You
My roll 20 lagged out, or I'll just refresh. Hang on.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be. No one else is.
I'm on the map.
Doesn't say you are.
I'll refresh then.
Okay, so but anyway, while you fresh, the day goes well. You travel 2 hexes, there are no problems. I believe you travel 2 more. That's when then you get out and walk the rest.
I
Or,
believe
like, you
so.
just Travel 1 more.
No, it should be 2 more.
Should be 2 more.
Looking at the purple lines.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, I guess so. Okay. Yeah. Okay, cool. So yeah, you guys set up watch for a night. Do you give Gal a watch?
No. Well, you can, but I'll.
He's
I
a
don't
scout.
trust
He can have a watch.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like.
He probably has good
But his heart isn't
Perception.
there.
You can have my watch, Ian.
Oh, he's cowardly. He's gonna watch.
Yeah, but he's got.
Hmm.
Okay.
Surely we will wake up from him running away.
Okay. So you guys
So quick to trust.
move on. The knight is fine. He seems to handle the watch without any issues. And yeah,
He didn't die in the night.
he did not die in the night. Did not run off with all your belongings or anything, all your gold and many
He
valuable
knows-
objects.
He knows
Or
what
and his
he
brain
As
didn't
long
get
as he
eaten.
doesn't
either.
make off with a boat, that's all I care
Ooh.
about.
did. Canoe is our most prized possession.
And yeah, the
He's-
second
he's
day of
not.
travel goes well. There are again no problems unless anyone wants to talk or do anything. You will eventually find like the campsite where the boat was found in like the little fishing port is a grandiose word, the little fishing camp, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
We return the keys.
Yeah. I mean, it has like a rope you can like tie it to and stuff. Basically, returning the keys.
With a full tank as well.
Nice.
No, we're not
Exactly.
savages.
And kind of gal that can ask, you done with the boat? We walk the rest of the way.
We borrowed the boat from Kurzabal.
Oh, I see. They good people?
Yes. They've been very good to us, at least,
Okay.
in our adventures.
Great. Hopefully, to give me a hand. Yeah. Again, uneventful. You guys get food. It's fine. Blah blah blah. Keep the same watch. No problems. And next day, are you okay? So now you're moving through the thing again. Are you trying to move fast? So you move 2 tiles a day, possibly, or
Yeah, we want to make it back in one day if we can.
okay?
Oh,
alright.
okay, fine.
That's what we did on. That's what we did on the way
Can you
out.
make it in 2 days? Like you would
One
mean, like-
day.
oh yeah, but it's like right on the edge. So I said, wait,
Yeah.
yeah, because it's like
Yeah, that was the hex we stood in.
That was the hex I was in. Yeah.
Yeah.
It just is like
So
right on the
commit
line
to
between
river
two.
and one
Yeah,
day.
I'll roll the d4 to see if you guys get that today. Yeah, you will.
We get ambushed right
we
outside
don't die.
Kurzabal.
You continuing to use guidance, right? On what's her name?
Yes.
At all points in time.
She gets us lost. That'd be nice.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Okay, so the second day, however, there is something that happens.
No.
So
Second
as you
day, what?
guys- No, the second day. Sorry, well, this is technically third day. As you guys will when you're in this square. So quite early on in the day, actually. About let's say, ignore that.
Ooh.
There's 78 of them.
Fuck! 17 raptors.
Okay.
GG boys.
Yeah. As you are traveling throughout the day, at about 11 o'clock, you were kind of walking through the jungle. It's a bit more open area now. The jungle isn't quite so dense, and you can like hear, like basically like some loud kind of like growling, kind of roaring. And as you kind of
that's
walking a little bit, and you kind of like you go around the tree to see if you can spot what's making the noise. About 300 yards away, you guys can see Tyrannosaurus Rex,
Yep.
and it is currently fighting a
Oh,
Triceratops.
okay.
Like, you basically see these two like huge like creatures just like fighting against each other.
A classic.
What is this? Yeah, what is this classical Pterosaurus Rex? This is...
Does the T-Rex have feathers?
Let me see if there's any pictures of these ones.
I mean, you could just show the Jurassic Park scene, right? Where
So here is the handout for the.
I think it's
wait, is it
two,
So they're 300 yards away in? Like 900 feet?
yeah, 300 yards.
Dude,
Wait.
So far
one
away.
second.
it's way too far away. I'm going to have a closer look.
Okay, cool. Yeah, one second, I'm just gonna find the handout for you. I think there's one. Yep.
I follow.
Generic thing. You know what these things look like, but I'll give it to you anyway. Obviously.
Oh yeah, it's straight from the book.
What book?
Did they look like the
Monster
fucking
manual.
Colossal Titan, man?
Apparently there is one for Triceratops.
Yeah.
So you guys know what Triceratops.
Yeah,
exactly.
What if we don't?
It's like so you're like kind of the rest of them as Arca, like she looks like she's not.
Yeah, like almost before like anybody else could even I just like dash off into the forest towards them.
Okay, yeah. Like as you kind of watching, you see that it looks like the Tyrannosaurus Rex definitely has the upper hand, and like even like within maybe like 15-20 seconds of you just watching, you see it like basically it's like kind of bites at the Stegosaurus, the Triceratops dinosaurs around the neck, and just like you can see it basically like almost like grapple it to the ground in a way, like throw it over the body to the ground with its neck, and like just you see the Triceratops.
Nom.
How persuasive are these creatures? I ask Asaka quietly.
Persuasive.
No, not
persuasive.
Not
Perceptive.
Perceptive.
perceptive. That is what the word I was trying to say. Perceptive.
Big difference there. Big difference.
She's like they are very. She's like really still. It's it's kind of runs off because she tried.
Akumanis is not even listening.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I'm like I'm
You didn't
desperately.
say so. All right, roll stealth then.
Well, like.
Akumanis says, "What a mighty beast! Imagine if you were to tame such a creature." And he starts heading towards it.
Okay.
I grab
not-
Alcamendo's
you're
shoulder.
but you're just walking towards it, right, Alcamendos? Oh wait,
Well, I
wait.
start.
As you start to walk, yeah, I mean Richard grabs your.
I-
Gal is just like hiding behind a tree already. Like, what the fuck is the cat doing?
I grab its shoulder, and like, it's far too old to be tamed, my friend. Let's back off for now.
Azark is like, we
Yes.
need to be very careful, even at this distance. They can detect. the slightest sound. And like
Observing carefully.
she's like,
How many
if we
eyebrows
want to
are raised?
move, if we need to move, we need to be very, very careful. And she's kind of like, what's Sky doing? Do we need to go get him?
I don't know. I'm like up a tree, probably about 100 yards from it.
100 yards.
300.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
you get that distance, like no problem.
Yeah.
without, like, revealing yourself. It's like started to dig into the.
Yes, I'm just watching.
Okay. You guys start moving away. I will go invisible and be with Sky and fly away with him if things go dire.
Okay.
Okay, I go invisible and I
Sounds good.
stealthily move over to where
Right,
Sky.
roll stuff.
Okay.
But you can, I mean, you have more than advantage. I'll give you like a crazy bonus, but you're invisible unless you go real bad.
Okay. I remove my thing.
I like you need
So advantage.
Nah, he does need to roll at some point because he has like there's still sound and smell and stuff like that. But I mean, it'll be. Wait, why do you have
19.
Oh,
advantage?
yeah, I get-
I thought you said advantage.
No, you just
I
have.
thought we said-
I mean,
you
that
just
makes
have-
sense.
I said that, but actually, no. You just get a crazy
Okay,
big
I-
bonus. Like, basically,
Okay.
if you didn't roll like a fucking 1, I was gonna make like not be.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just if you just fucking trip over and land on your face or some shit and all like birds fly up around you. Okay, so yeah, Richard, you're making distance. It's no problem. Akamanos, are you doing anything based on that wisdom save or
No,
just for fun?
Just for fun.
Okay, but this is
But I'm
like
prepping my tridents. I'm just looking at it.
yeah. I mean, it's like you told Azarka what to try to like get away from it or like get away, right?
Yeah.
Too carefully. Okay, then
Very
you
carefully.
4, I guess. You, Azarka, Gao, what's it called? Alcheminos and Zeno. You guys need to do a group stealth check.
Always a
Alright.
fan of those.
Kinda hoping we fail this one. It's okay.
Such a good,
It's not my
good
fault.
roll.
There, I have your back, Jack. I have your back.
Thanks.
Okay, let me have a look. See, Azarka, what's a good... I don't know what happened to 2 fail and 2 pass. Not sure.
Then it needs to be
Decide on
seen.
later.
Ooh.
Okay, Asaka failed.
Let's see how Gao does.
Rolls a 1.
Asaka breaks
Scouts.
all the twigs.
He's a
that
scout.
he-
He's got mad stealth.
He is a
Mad
scout.
stealth.
Does he not have a fucking...
Ooh, Asaka's plus
Mad.
4? Jesus.
Yeah, of course she is.
Mad
She's
stealth.
Tiger.
Dex.
Wait 1 second. So apparently it's awkward to find out where I put fucking what's the name stats.
Assume plus 2 dex.
Scout. Here we go. Stealth. Oh, he has really good stealth. Yeah.
Plus
I
six.
called it! I
Plus
called
six.
it!
Still better than the
You guys
Asaka.
are trying to like going around like based on like how it's like the only really easy way to follow the path. Like to get away, like you kind of like you're staying about the same distance, like about the 300 yards, but like you're not really getting any further away, but you kind of trying to skirt around in a circle. And as you were doing this, as you kind of are like moving around a circle, and you're like starting to like almost get past it, like the combined between like Zeno and like you're like Aquinos, you were like kind of almost wanting to go towards it, but you're like, well, if that's what the party says, we'll be quiet.
I'm
But
a
the other-
hunter. I'm circling it.
Yeah, the other 3, they are clearly like either too nervous or they're too fixated on the crazy creature, and they just make like a huge amount of noise. Like there's a point where Zeno basically accidentally like swings his hammer into the tree next to him, and all the birds kind of go flying up into the air, and Azar, and like the combination of Gal and Azarka just like tripping over and disturbing other wildlife. You're like this is clearly noticeable, and as that happens,
I'm
you
just
guys
like, uh-oh.
see. Yeah, as you it's like 100 yards away. At this point, you basically caught up with him, Richard. Georgie, maybe at the foot of the tree, like next to him.
Yeah.
But yeah, you see the huge T-Rex, like blood dripping off his face, like coating it over the corpse. Just basically like look towards the the area where you four are and let out a horrible roar of
Uh-oh.
I don't know, not terror, fear. No, not fierce, a horrible fierce roar, I guess.
How-
And, I guess this one we should roll initiative.
Yay!
How far around did they make it? Like so
I'll
basically.
try
if
to
it-
draw a map. I'm gonna.
yeah, yeah. Am I like in a straight line between them and it? Still hidden, or is it like you have to do like an angle past?
This map's like so way too small.
Oh God, Richard.
What
Oh,
Perfect.
he's invisible. It's fine.
Okay. Wait a second.
Hey!
I'm invisible, so it's fine.
Wait a second. Alright, so you 4 and no, not.
I'm
you
gonna
three.
re-roll just to add,
Yes, you were
add
gonna
myself
say-
to the turn order.
Like I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna just put it like what's I gonna say? It's clearly isn't a scale. I'd be using it to showing like representative stuff. Oh, T-Rex, you're bigger than that, my
So-
friend. Huge is like 3x3, right? Like that.
Oh, it's bigger than the dragon then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
T-Rexes are pretty strong, right?
So you were like hit. Yeah. I mean, you don't really know. They were like over like kind of here, Chris. They were like just starting to like get past it.
Oh god.
Okay, so wow, so we're like right around over there. Okay.
Yeah, and you're like here basically, and then you were all starting here, and then you move forward. Well, I guess you would have moved forward actually more like there, right? If you were walking this way, you would just walk straight forward towards it, right? You wouldn't like really go to the side.
Yeah.
Okay, but you were like 100 yards, so technically you should be like 3 times as close to it as they are. So if you're 2 squares away, they would be 6 squared. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's not bad.
And I'm right next to him.
Hey
Wait,
Ian,
that's not 6 squared.
if there was ever a
forget
time for
Gal.
Jurassic Park music, this is it.
I don't know Jurassic
Dun,
Park.
da,
Yeah,
dun,
Jurassic
da,
Park.
da, 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 da. It's like you're devoured by a T-Rex. Da, 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 da,
So what's the
da.
difference? What's the distance of each square then?
Like, I
If
don't
3
know.
is
I'm not
100
we're
yards.
not using it right now.
50 yards.
Oh.
We'll use it when it's
Okay, okay.
I mean, it would be
100,
about,
150
it would be
feet
about
or
50 yards,
something.
but obviously you guys would be in the same square.
Yeah.
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 I mean,
you
I'm saying the T-Rex shouldn't reach us in one turn. Is what I'm saying.
No, it shouldn't. It's not
Yeah.
2 squares away.
So it could be a really fast boy.
It could be.
Hope it isn't.
No, it's not. It's not bad. It's not a jeep. I know this.
How fast is the Jeep Joe?
Pretty fast.
1 second.
We
Miscellaneous.
should go back to the canoe.
If you think in reality, T-Rex are like 12 miles an hour when they move fast. Try to move fast.
Good thing we're in reality.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty
Pretty sure fantasy.
Miscellaneous humanoids. Here we go.
Dinosaurs are way-
Scout. There you guys go.
12 miles an hour is not that slow.
Oh no, it's not.
It's hard to beat.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like it probably would go faster than you, but you know how fast it goes exactly. That will be found out.
But we don't
Okay.
need to be faster than it. We just need to be
So I
faster
think
than
this
the
is
slowest
like
party
900
member.
This is the first time I've ever heard someone from Sweden quote something in miles per hour. That's
Yeah, crazy.
surreal.
That's
Wait,
because I
people-
heard the
Maybe
fact
one.
in miles per hour.
Oh, nice. Fucking meters, boys.
That's
Over there.
not Swedish miles.
Yep.
huh?
Swedish miles.
Yeah. 12 Swedish miles an hour. That's so. That's like.
Wait, who's
so
whose
fast.
initiative do I need to delete on this? No.
Don't think anyone's. No.
I wasn't sure what her name was on this initiative.
Asaka is not on the
Yeah,
list.
Azaka's there.
No, she is.
Is everyone on this? Everyone
Yep.
rolled?
Yeah.
Because why did you roll twice? Oh, just
Because I didn't have the token. Well,
Yeah, I
have
did
the
the
token, but I
same.
think it was like moving, so.
Okay, Rich. Wait, Azaka rolled an 11. Azaka, come on. Okay. Scott, you on it twice. Which one's the real one? Oh, they're both 9. Wait, did I delete the one you can see or the one you couldn't see?
I can see myself right now, so I think you did right.
And then everyone's got 2. Fucking hell. Alchemend, what did you roll actually? A 20?
No. 20 was my second roll. 13 is
Oh,
my
okay.
actual roll.
If everyone does 2 rolls, I understand.
Yeah, I didn't select
Alrighty.
the token.
Okay, Rich,
Like
We did it
we're
before
thinking
you
that
moved
they're
us
all
to
from
the
a
map.
they're from a different map, so
Okay,
they're the ones
yeah,
who
no,
knows
I would have
weird
fucked with
ones.
it, but I think this is fine now. Okay, so on Azaka's turn, she's like she sees it lift up and roll, and you just hear like, you know,
Azaka's
say
turn.
something.
I see that. What?
Oh yeah,
T-Rex.
yeah, actually be first, sorry, for some reason.
on the T-Rex's turn, it stands up and says,
Can you see Azaka still? God damn it.
"I see Azaka." Oh no,
Yeah,
she
go on.
disappeared now.
Azaka
She disappeared.
disappeared.
God damn
It
it.
wasn't
okay.
11.
Disparu.
What you
Okay, she got 11. Okay, the T-Rex first. Yeah, the T-Rex, as we said, was just roaring to sky, and it kind of like just turns, puts its head down, and just like charges towards you guys.
Oh god.
Oh boy.
And it closes a gap of 100 feet. So it is now still
800
real
feet
far,
away.
still 800 feet away. Yeah,
Just charging towards you, yelling.
yeah, like
so-
roaring. And...
It's gonna get tired by the time it gets there.
It's just basically like tramps, like, you know, if they're like all the underbrush, it's basically just like, you know, just stamping on, like
Mhm.
kicking out the way. Like big trees, it will move around, but anything else, it basically just like squashing underfoot.
Goody.
Right.
However, you know, you do notice at this point, as it's like, you know, running towards you and you get a good look at it, there are like, you know, some wounds on it from where it was fighting with the Triceratops.
Oh, easy boys.
Not like deep ones, but
Okay.
there are some.
Fuck. Yeah, not deep. Not easy.
Oh yeah, it doesn't look like it's clear death. Put that way.
Okay, I'm still because the group stealth failed, am I still hidden or is everyone discovered?
I mean, it's charging towards you four. It's really, really fucking hard
It's
to
hard
tell
to
if you're
say.
still hidden or not. Like, how would you know
I,
it? Like, it's charging
I'm
right
confident
down
in
towards you.
myself. but
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
I will take out my trident but stay low, and take out my horn, but I'll move
My horn. Okay.
30
yeah.
feet this, or like 30 feet this way.
But
And I guess as an
that is
action, I'll
way more
try-
than 30 feet because of how the
Oh
map is
yeah,
right
yeah,
now.
of course, yeah. Well,
Yeah,
this
just
way,
keep
yeah.
yourself next to them, but I understand you're 30
Okay.
feet away from the party.
And then I'll
just
try
to
and
remember.
stealth again,
Okay.
just in case. As an
Roll it.
action. Sick.
Hmm.
Oh, that was so close to
I
the
think
18.
You're too excited, you know.
Yeah.
Alright,
My mount is coming
Azaka's
to me.
turn. She looks like she just like kind of like swears under her breath and like, you know, what sounds like Chulton, and like she looks like she kind of just like looks around like kind of quickly like shit, she's not sure what to do. She kind of basically like backs 30 feet away and like gets out her longbow, but it's, you know, it's out of range, and she's, you know, doesn't want to run and leave you guys, so she's kind of waiting to see what happens.
A T-Rex should do only physical damage, not a magical creature.
True. But if
I'm
like,
sure
so,
it'll be
you know,
fine.
She'll be fine.
She'll live the rest of her days inside of
Ether,
him.
that's acid damage, you know. Alright, Sky, your turn. It's like seems to be charging quite like, you know, at a decent pace in the direction of like
Shit.
the other four. You know, like you
Okay.
Come
you
on!
know exactly where they went, but you were, you know, you knew they were around here somewhere, and you kept on seeing like trees, like birds come up, and you know, like
Yeah, I know exactly where they are. I saw those stealth checks. Like,
Exactly,
I don't
exactly,
see them,
right.
but I know exactly where
yeah,
they are.
exactly.
Okay, I'm gonna
back
start.
as
This is
soon as
gonna be
possible.
weird. I'm gonna, because of like the distances and kind
Yeah,
of
it's
position
400
and
feet
stuff.
away from you.
But yeah.
no, not really, but like
I'll start tracking it with like I'll draw an arrow and start tracking it, and I'll have a prepared action that I want to shoot at it, and if I hit, I want to use my grasping shit when I think it is closer to my allies than it is to me.
okay. So
By
you're
my-
kind of trying to
by my
follow. Are you still
judgment.
trying to be like stealthy as you kind of follow it?
Yeah, I'm just sitting in the tree. I'm just sitting in
Oh,
this
you're
tree.
sitting in the tree. Oh, I thought you meant you were like
tracking.
tracking it.
Oh yeah, no, just you know, sighting at it, watching, you know,
You're readying your
basically
shots,
aiming.
awareness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then once I estimate it to be halfway between us, I'll take the shot, and I want to slow it.
Okay.
at
Yeah,
that
you're
point.
placing like almost off like one more round.
Yeah, it'll be
It'll
you know.
be like 700 and 500 to you. It'll be like getting.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll just keep holding it until I
Right.
make the
The
judgment.
scout is fucking terrified. He just like you kind of hear him just like say like some random stuff in Chult you don't understand, and he's just basically running away in the jungle. Like he's not trying to like hold a position at all, or even like kind of back off and like, you know, ready himself. He just like runs 60 foot like away, just hiding and running into jungle.
At least jump on our tree. Climb our tree, yeah?
Yeah, that would work. This thing definitely wouldn't be able to reach trees.
Yeah, but tall tree. Big tree.
Really tall tree, yeah, maybe.
Mm.
It stands about. Does it say how high it stands? No, I'm pretty sure it's pretty tall. Okay.
It's a huge creature, so yeah.
Okay. Zeno, your turn.
Basically, we're not. I'm standing our ground, right? Except the coward fucker.
Zaka like backed forward 30 feet, but she drew her like longbow. And now Komenos, you should like basically run behind cover to another tree, but he didn't like run crazy far or anything. It more looked like he was getting maybe a defensible position or something, or just like a hidden one.
Okay. Okay, so I moved to the left of Azarka and
Yeah.
just
Not bad.
dodge. I guess I'm just like ready to.
Okay, yeah, you're not that far though.
It's
For the
not
map.
gonna
This
get,
isn't a scale, but yeah, you're to the left. Yeah. Okay, and you're dodging.
Sure.
Cool. Richard, your turn.
I will say to Sky, good luck, and I just run forward towards the T-Rex.
Okay. You just run forward towards the T-Rex. Cool.
I try to like get into Eldritch Blast, being behind him, Eldritch Blast range
Yeah,
and
I
stuff.
mean, you're running slower than he is. So
Yeah. Oh, I guess I shouldn't run for him. I'm running towards with the party, so I like intercept to.
I mean, yeah, they're like
Yeah.
that's
Fort
gonna
to
take
fort.
you like at least like 10 rounds to get to where they are. Like
No, I'm not trying to get where they are. I'm trying to get into Eldritch Blast range so I can attack the.
so you're
T-Rex
chasing
while they're
straight
fighting.
after it, or not straight after it, or looking to where it's gonna run.
Yeah, kind of in between, like in front of the party, kind of.
Okay.
I said.
Okay. Yeah. Like it's gonna be again really hard, but it's going almost like twice your movement. So it's like.
Yeah, but
Even though
like,
you're
what
cutting
else
it
can
off.
I do?
Yeah. I'm just saying that like it'll be a long time.
Yeah. Can't do it.
Its turn. It runs another 100 feet, so it is now. Like basically 700, like maybe 700, and however much some of you moved away, like 700, and then like kind of left and right, But you haven't really moved back apart from the scout, so like you're basically still within 700 feet. It's just like kind of diagonals. Jacko's in here, fucking bastard.
Bastard.
Jacko's in here, Chris. But it's now 700 feet to them, so it would be like 500 feet from you, just so you know.
Okay, I'll give it another turn of going at it, I think.
Maybe I should remake this as like actually a skill.
Well, yeah, what you should do, I think, is
people, though,
yeah,
right?
stop this weird.
I'm gonna move everyone go back.
Put one axis in their direction, one axis in my direction, and make one square equal 100 feet or something. So instead of having everyone in this
Yeah,
kind of
moving
weird
your-
triangle shape,
Yeah.
have the T-Rex be on a level with them, like that direction. Have me be like somewhere down here, and then you just move it so it's moving in a straight line across.
But they
like a ladder.
weren't like that, Chris.
Yeah, but it doesn't. That's just a fucking north-south orientation. It doesn't matter. You're just rotating.
Wait, so
things
you're
slightly.
rotating.
Like instead of them being at like a weird angle diagonally
Yeah.
like this, and me being at a weird angle diagonally like this, have them be like over here, and me be like, oh yeah, exactly. Have them be like out over here,
Yeah,
and me
fine,
just be
like
south
that.
of it.
Yeah, good enough.
And then make one square equal 100 feet. And
How do I? Okay, map settings. 100 feet. And they were. It is now 700 feet from them. I'm gonna just put you guys like you're all basically.
So
in
I
the same
was-
fucking space compared to everybody
yeah,
else.
so where it started, it started with move them one square further back. I think because it was
Yeah,
started
I'm
with
doing it
6
from, I'm doing it
squares
from the
between.
center, I guess.
Oh, okay, from the center. So
Yeah.
so it's 600
no,
feet.
I
So they
shouldn't.
would
I
have been
just,
there.
yeah, I mean, I have to do it from center. I don't.
Yeah. Just do it from the center. Make it token
There's
regular size.
700
while
now.
we're on
There's
the
700
scale.
now. Make it regular size, just like 5 foot. Yeah.
Yeah, just make it regular size while it's on the scale.
That makes
700. Okay, cool. And then
And then you
And then
guys
we should be-
6. You were 500. So that's pretty good.
500. Okay, move. I'll move us one
Yeah.
square off then.
That's good.
There we go.
Okay, cool. And Richard is basically in the same square. No, Richard, you said you.
Yeah, I'm
you
starting
were in
to
that
run.
square. And then, so wait, you're running basically like this way.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, and you can make it. You can make it like each of these is 100 feet. You can make it 60 feet in your turn. So you basically make it like here. Say, like
Yeah.
you're not quite in the circle, but you're running.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's nice. Well, I guess I can make you guys real small.
We're now tiny creatures.
Anything exciting happen?
Well, it's your turn, so do what you do.
I'm looking forward to a gust of wind.
Oh, it's still pretty
The
far, right?
slow stacking. Yeah, it's still far. But the slow
It's only like,
stacking is gonna be glorious, I hope.
Yeah. Do the same as to the statue. But it's only 60 feet, so.
Yeah, but like if it's restrained by though it probably has a shit ton of strength.
Yeah,
so
it's probably not gonna fail the DC 15 or something strength check.
Hey,
I'm
it can
gonna.
roll a 1. It can roll a 1.
Yeah,
It's kind of
Yeah, it's gonna take ages for me to be able to hex it.
It's a save as well.
I don't think you'll be in range.
Hey, Draco, what'd you do?
I am not really sure what happened. Everybody just moved along
Gao kind of just looked like he was running straight away. He ran like 60 foot backwards.
backwards.
Zeno kind of, just like away, straight away from it, whereas you moved more like to the right, yeah?
Yeah,
This is not a scale, by the way, the map.
it's to skill.
Zeno kind of moved 30 foot to like the left, and like Azarka
spread
kind
out.
of stood around basically where she was, but got a longbow and just looked kind of scared.
Okay, in that case I'll try to lose myself in the trees again.
Lose yourself.
So,
It's a good song.
moon.
It should be the battle music.
Seems
Oh
difficult.
my god.
So you like move a bit right to a new tree and like try to hide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And-
It's like you're
oh.
basically in the same area.
If Azarka's kind of staying where she is, I want to end up like in front of her, a little bit to the right.
Okay, for a little bit to the right, sure. Yeah, we'll just show like kind of the basic ladder where you are, and then if we manage to make it to you, we'll see. We'll kind of make it arrange.
Something.
Azarka, yeah, she kind of like she does a similar thing to you, where she like tries to like kind of get behind cover behind a tree and hide. We'll see how good at it she is. She looks okay, but it's not like it's still running straight at you. So like if it gets close, it's probably just gonna notice her at that point. Sky, your turn. You're still readying the shot for when it gets in that area.
Yeah.
Okay, staying in that tree. Cool. Scout is just kind of running away again another 60 feet. He's like pretty easily, actually like good 120 feet behind you now.
I don't like this guy.
Oh yeah, the poor guy doesn't want to fight T-Rex.
Well-
It was this weak shit. Fucking saw a bunch of fucking kids do this in Jurassic Park. And...
Alright, Zeno, your turn. You can like cap spell at him if you like. He looks like he's like, being a little bitch. The Tringa, by the way, is still on your shoulder and looks like a little scared, but still staying on your shoulder.
Okay. Well, I attempt to stealth on the left. I move a little bit more to the left, like 30 feet
Okay.
more, and like to hide.
Oh, you can't be that far. Look at the scale on the map, my friend. Yeah, stealth.
There. Bam! I'm in.
Nice.
Eventually, and then
You find a pretty good hiding place, like in amongst like the bushes where you seem to do it. One interesting, Tom, as you kind of like are searching for the place to hide, right? The Tringa on your shoulder looks like kind of like looks around like when it knows you're doing this, and it kind of like goes up to like a rock, and almost sort of like some sort of like weird sort of magic has some kind of nature. It almost like kind of goes inside the rock. Like you can still see kind of like its figure like in the rock, like it's almost like gone in shape, but it really like you wouldn't really ever be able to like notice it there. And it looks like it's kind of, but more just like almost inside.
Oh, well, I thought it was gonna like turn the rock into like a Hulkbuster arm.
No, it's not doing that. It's almost looks like it's like taking shelter inside the rock, but almost like magically, like it's kind of like hiding inside it somehow.
Yeah, I kind of attempt to follow it in a way. Like it's like a.
Yeah,
like,
it
like
feels
on
like
the
a
wall,
rock
on
to
the
you.
wall.
It's like you can't
Okay,
even
I
enter it in the same way.
I just hide behind the. Behind.
Dude,
Cool.
this
well-
Chingo has access to like 4th level spells. Crazy.
Richard, your turn.
yeah, I'm moving.
Dude, you
over
weren't 60 feet. Okay, now you're good.
That
You
is
should
60.
be 120 feet from him. That's 130, but okay. Oh shit, I clicked back. Uh-oh.
No, don't do that. Yeah.
Alright, whose turn is it? The T-Rex turn.
Looks like it.
Nice. It continues a charge. And she
Damn,
gets
well,
charged
that's-
like 4 times its speed.
It just builds up momentum. It's like a meteor.
That's
First
really
time
what
it
killed the
travels.
dinosaurs. They went too
Chris,
fast.
like the thing is, like Chris, it's still like kind of the what was I gonna say? Well, my thing's loading and stuff. That's being weird.
Yeah, next time it's gonna be 500 for both of us, and that's what I'm gonna shoot.
Okay, that's when you're gonna shoot. Okay, cool. So
Oh,
are
you
people
gotta
like
be-
changing what they're doing, or you guys like basically still just like?
I
finding
want to
hiding
change
places?
what I'm doing once it gets in between 100 feet.
Okay, so not for ages. So
Yeah.
we'll just like kind of skip your turn.
Well, I want to keep trying to stealth.
Okay, well then yeah, Julian. You're moving around. You're trying to find better
Yeah.
places. Okay,
Ah,
okay.
pretty
Yeah,
cool.
you find a good place. You seem you're pretty well hidden.
Just falls
You
in a
notice that,
hole,
like- Yeah.
Eventually, it's just gonna attack the scout. Like everyone's gonna
Or,
stealth
like,
so,
but like obviously,
so well.
if it like gets really really close to you, it's gonna be
Yeah.
like you all guys rolled really well, but obviously it'll like it'll be rolling perception see if it can find you and shit like that because it knows you around. It'll be like smelling the area and stuff. Azaka does the same. She tries some stealth. Where is it?
Hide.
Oh no, because I like kind of I like accidentally shut everything. All my fucking tabs went away.
Yep.
It's really sad.
Know the pain.
I know you know the pain. I know the pain. 11. Oh, Zaka doesn't really seem to be able to hide that well. Okay, who's
Liability.
now?
It's
Sky, you're
immune,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Caleb's still holding.
True. You say, but no.
Oh.
Actually, no, because I kind of want to actually take a full turn of action. So instead of holding at this point, now that I can see it's about to get to the distance, I want to shoot at it with my action.
Okay.
I guess it's disadvantage range, but also I have surprise, so just a regular roll.
Yeah.
Please
Yeah.
hit.
I mean,
Oh.
that hits.
Nice.
Yeah. That hits. Don't you worry.
Would have been scary.
I hope they don't have 2 IAC. That'd be crazy.
Okay. for that. Wapow! Right in the
Yeah, it's a really good
right in
shot.
the right in the
Really good
fucking
shot, yeah.
thigh.
Mhm.
And then
Side, yep.
from
Mhm.
there, she'll grow grasping things with my
Mhm.
grasping arrow that will grow all around its legs and slow it down.
Okay,
Unless
really
in
good.
it can make a DC 10 strength thing.
Yeah,
But I mean, that'll slow
Roll
down
the
anyway,
poison
right? Because you
damage.
can double.
Roll the poison damage. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it takes off 50 for movement.
But maybe it's so
Ooh,
enraged that
nice.
it's not
Yeah,
gonna
I mean you
think
Nice.
do a little damage to it.
19
Okay.
damage.
Okay. And then, having done that, I will immediately tabaxi run like down the tree, so like 20. I suppose that's like 20 feet of my 60,
Yeah.
and then that's like half. So then I get like another 30, I guess, and I'll start making my way towards the party.
Just like basically running behind Richard. Like, I
30
mean, you
feet.
don't know,
There
you
we
don't know
go.
it, but that's where Richard
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
Okay, cool. Scout, just continue to run. You know, it's like the scout is not being stealthy at all, so yeah.
Hmm.
Wait, oh,
But they're just running
wait.
the
It's good
opposite way
bait.
that T-Rex is coming, right?
What's that?
They're running the opposite way that T-Rex is coming, right?
Yeah, it's just running all straight line away from T-Rex.
Straight behind. Zeno, you're like just saying your little hidey hole, mate.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay, Richard, continuing to run forward.
yes.
Yeah, you can actually if you do this, I'll just move you because there's like a way you,
Yeah,
you
sure.
get the exact 60. There you go. That's exactly 60. T-Rex, it kind of it kind of thrashes and attempts to use an action to get rid of the vines.
But it fails.
It's crazy that any size TV show works on. Crazy. This thing's huge though. Does
Oh.
not fail. Rips them apart. Invincibility lasts like an hour, right, Potrak?
Yeah, it lasts for a very long time.
Always get it for like a minute now.
Yeah.
And then I guess
An hour.
it runs 50 feet. They kind of. Guess did you roll a new stealth?
No, I didn't. I just like jumped down from my tree and ran off through the jungle. So I guess there's a fair chance I'm completely visible. To
I'll roll perception for it, but there are still trees and stuff in the way. Like I'll give you, it's easy, but we'll see.
My passive stealth is 16.
Yeah, it does not think this.
What?
Passive stealth, not think.
What?
Okay. So
Passive,
kind of
every skill.
kind of like roars and kind of looks in your direction, but you're kind of like
Wasn't me.
you're kind of hidden behind trees and something that can't exactly see you, but it sees all this person running and like all the trees moving and moving, so it continues to.
Also, such a small arrow. It's nothing like a mosquito bite.
Only 21 damage.
21 damage. Just a
Oh.
bit, all right.
Yeah, but the vines.
Aquaman, your turn.
Vines are notable.
So on the one hand, this guy is out of time. Like, who would miss him? But on the other hand, he is a human being. So he's probably worthy of defense. But I have some turns to think this over.
So you just stay where you are.
Yeah, I stay where I am.
Exactly. Trying to find this spot to hide. Okay, so you find a pretty good hiding spot, well. It still seems to be like running straight towards you, even because it can, somehow smell you, or because they're chasing the scout, you're not sure.
Hmm.
Sky, your turn?
I shall just continue to dash in the direction of the party, so 60 feet.
Mhm.
Perfect.
Scout still running away. Gino,
Still hiding.
still hiding. Richard, still moving, right?
Yep.
Okay, then it moves a whole 100 feet this turn.
Oh, you never moved me, by the way.
Oh, yeah, I mean...
Then move yourself.
move yourself.
Yeah, but
okay.
but you said you had some way to move exactly 6
You can
feet.
just if you use Alt while moving your character, you can it's not just combined by square. If you use
Yeah,
Alt,
but I
right
do.
click. Alchemend, your turn.
And
But like
I
if you pick
will-
the token up and push the right mouse button and hold Alt, you can.
Let's check to see if I can notice Azaka.
You
No,
can
I
do it.
can't. Wait, I do?
Okay. No, you can't.
I can't. It is 400 feet still? Okay.
No, it should be from us. Yeah, no, it's weird, but it's technically bigger than you guys are, but yeah, it's still fun. If you guys actually get close, we're gonna descale back the map and everything.
Sure. I wait.
Okay. Zaka waits. Sky, still dashing forward.
Go 30 feet,
Mhm.
and then I'll measure. Like, that was roughly like that's like 400
It would be long
mesh,
range.
and that's like that. Yeah, I'll just keep dashing.
Okay.
So
Scout
another
keeps running as well.
30. I hit 420.
Why did that not work? 60 feet.
How tall is
You know,
it,
it's
T-Rex,
just
by the way?
reading.
How
I'm gonna
tall
say.
is that?
I'm gonna
How
Google it and
tall
see
is
how
that?
tall is T-Rex. It's about 6 meters, so like 30 feet.
And you disable the grid on this map, you'll have an easier time moving their
Okay,
tokens.
okay, yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, Richard. Also, as you know, you were saying so, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Richard, dashing.
Yeah.
Okay, T-Rex, dashing. Oh, but now it doesn't snap to 100. There we go. Komendos, same thing, or are you deciding to do
I
something?
wanna try and notice either Xeno or Zaka.
Okay.
Oh,
You notice both of them.
Alright, what are they? Are they readying? Or are they just cowering in fear?
Zaka's
What's
kind of got a
happening?
longbow drawn, but kind of got like her back against the tree, you know, so she could turn and shoot, but she couldn't like
Mhm.
really see what's happening. She like occasionally takes glances. So you know, you kind of just like found like a kind of bush or something to like hide in, right? But you are like you have your weapon out or no?
Yeah, I have my weapon out. I'm behind like the rock and the shit where the thing you.
Yeah. The trigger went in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I
just
mean,
chilling?
they have
I
weapons.
mean, I'm like peeking at the like.
Yeah, they're just like glancing.
See where he.
Already my wrong, but that's
That-
Ready to do horn? Azaka doesn't change. Sky just moving or
no, at this point, I'm going to straighten up from the brush. I was dashing through on all fours and loose another arrow at the lumbering beast. Do I still have advantage, like, or cancelling disadvantage?
because it was expected. Like it knows at least attacks have come from
Nice.
there. No.
It's genius. Okay, disadvantage.
That was such a good
Oof.
first roll.
That hits though.
probably.
actually.
Oh, okay. It has really low AC. Got it.
Okay.
The big thing.
Okay.
Thunk. And I will give it another grasping arrow.
Okay.
My second.
Like this thing, it's got like some a good amount of blood coming out now. Like it has a huge like kind of gore mark.
Somehow
where,
hit it in the neck.
Triceratops probably like impaled it, and you know the arrows are doing some work. Like you know the poison, seems to be hurting. 6 damage. Okay.
Total 14 this time.
Mhm.
And then I'll just stay still. I'll stay still to get my dash back this time.
Okay. And it's got the thing on it. Scout it running. Zeno, you're doing nothing, right?
Yep.
Richard, you're moving. You can move yourself this time. Yeah, he's on the phone, but I'm assuming that's what you're doing, or he would say something. You can click it, right click, but hold right. Wait, sometimes it doesn't work this. I swear to God.
Yeah, not always, but
This thing, it tries again rip apart the plants on it.
you gotta like really pick the token up, I think.
Yeah. I know what you mean. And then it uses the remaining movement to move forward.
Okay.
I'm coming nuts.
It's getting pretty hard to judge the distance. Still more than 200 feet, right? Just
Yeah.
about.
Just about.
The
Yeah,
dash is 100 feet max. Okay,
Nah,
I
it's
will
hard to
wait
do- It's hard to do big scale.
one more turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Azaka just kind of like taking your advice to wait. Sky.
I'll move 30 feet towards it now.
Mhm.
So it doesn't seem to like I can pay attention. 30 feet and take another shot at it.
How far are you at this point? So, still in long range.
Still,
Okay.
yeah, still good distance away.
Mhm.
So disadvantage through the trees and everything as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it still hit.
I think
Yeah.
9.
Peppering it with a lot of shots.
Sorry about that.
That it?
Yes, that's it.
You just want to
Scout.
move, right, Richard?
Yeah, yes, moved.
Okay, cool.
He kind of like he runs back, kind of like turns and almost like looks at you. He's like kind of like shouts,
that's
like, "Why
right.
aren't you running?"
Yeah, can I also just? I just realized I can actually talk on my turn. So can I just? I want to just shout out because I know Richard's somewhere in front of me. I say, it's too fast. They'll never get away. We have to bring it down.
And to be honest, like the rest of you probably hit as well. Like it's only a few hundred feet, right? Like
Depends how loud the T-Rex is roaring.
I guess it's like people. Well, you guys, you can roll perception to see if you can hear this. Like you're kind of like all waiting in the streets, you know, like waiting to see what happens, you know. So it's not hard, like 15 or something.
Can't hear shit.
Okay, I'll command us you hear it. See if Zaka hears it. Zaka doesn't hear it either, but I'll command us you can hear that from Sky. Okay, and the scout running.
Does
Zeno.
the scout hear it?
No, he's too far.
He's emboldened.
Well, yeah, I guess I could roll. He's like not that. He is,
1,000 feet.
Look at the size of his ears. You know, he's got.
he's got good.
300 meters. That's far enough to hear a shout.
No, it's a DC 15.
Oh.
Right, it's further.
No,
I
Yeah,
had
you
guns
didn't
on
hear
it.
it
I'm just gonna.
Kidding.
I'm just gonna kind of like prep. Oh my god, Toll the Dead. If it comes close, which is
Okay.
60 feet range.
Sure.
Which is,
Richard.
I like it.
Just gonna do it all. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like half a token.
108 feet, yeah. It's not the. Yeah, if you get super close, I'm gonna have you roll for stealth, even though you're invisible, but not for like a long time.
But it's running. How the hell can it hear my footsteps when he's running as well?
It's not necessarily hid. That it's also like smelling shit, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you poop yourself.
It moves 100 feet.
We roll a poop save.
That's what the stealth save is, so he shouldn't say.
Oh god.
200
Command of
feet
your turn.
away.
Alright.
You heard the shout from Sky.
Yeah. I want to be stealthy for the first 10 feet as I move like
Okay.
north on the map,
Okay.
and then start running the remaining 20. So I am.
Okay.
Oh god, it's.
I could maybe now you're close, but like change the scale, I think. I could change it to like 30 feet a square. No,
It's
is it
the
close enough? It's not close enough for me to have 5 foot yet, or is it actually?
30 is okay. Just get everyone's distance from it before
Okay,
everyone
just-
measure your distance from
Everyone
it.
measure your distance and remember.
So I'm like exactly 500 feet away.
Yeah. I am.
Yeah, I was about this away.
I'm 230 away.
230.
Scout's fucking out there, you know. It's gonna
Yeah,
be...
scouts.
20.
Okay, you'll know.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you think 30 foot? Okay.
Yeah, then make it 30. That should be fine.
Should I put on good again? Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Or no.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
not.
Okay. So everyone kind of like reposition. I'm gonna move it to like the center. And can everyone like actually no? You guys should try to reposition yourself now, like where it would be.
I don't have technically quite enough, man. Can we move it north a bit?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, if we just
Moving
move
it like
everything
2 squares north. If everyone moves
Okay,
their stuff an extra 2 squares north, so you end up there.
Cool. Sweet. I guess so.
I'm like here.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Okay,
You were like, so you're only like 30 feet away from Azaka. You were like kind of in front of her though, right? So we'll say you're there. And you know, you were like here, I guess. You were like 30 feet. What were you like?
I
There?
was 125, so I'm like in one square.
No, but I was 220 away from it.
You were 220. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so
Move
yeah,
yourself.
he was far.
Oh, you were way further away. Okay. And this was after you moved closer, right?
After I
This comes
try to move, yeah, okay, so I'm 60 feet from Osaka. That makes sense. Cool. Yeah, and I'll try to for the last 20 feet. I'm not stealthy. I'm just running. I'll
You're
take
not
out my
stealthy, buddy,
horn.
okay.
I'll blast it
Oh,
with
play
the
horn
magic
sound.
of the Tritons.
Okay, there you go.
Man, it's so apt in this situation while trying to lure it away.
Okay.
And I will
so-
cast with it Gust of Wind.
Okay.
DC
Evade
11 strength save. I don't think you can fail it. Oh no, it's yes, it's
It
plus
can, it
7.
can fail.
It's only 60 feet. But I will try and intimidate it. Or at least try and get
Oh,
it
it's when
towards
it
me, taunt
starts
it.
there. Okay. Oh, still you haven't yet. You're trying to intimidate and taunt it. Okay.
I'll try and taunt it, yeah.
I think
I
that'll
will
be-
yell out, "Come on then, beasts! Let us see if you are worthy!" And I will just stand there.
Okay, this is weird because yeah, it's 10 foot wide, but it's bigger than that, but it still is in the path. Okay, cool. Cool. But it's only 60 feet. Okay. It's
Yeah,
weird, but then
and it-
technically it's like only kind of it's from your center, so I guess it just
Yeah.
goes like.
It's
So it
2
goes up
squares.
to you, like here.
It's
So,
2
yeah,
squares.
well, it's not really 2 square, but that window doesn't fill a whole square, you know.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, it's like yeah.
So
Okay.
it's about half his. So
Yeah, okay.
when he's halfway healed.
Azaka. She looks like she's not gonna let you like do this by herself, so she basically uses her full move to like run up and join you. And she's like, "You're crazy, I'll command us." And she like runs to join you.
It's my middle name.
Okay, I move up 30 feet.
Mhm.
Square, nice.
Yeah.
And take a shot at it. As I shoot, I'll shout out, Alchemanos, its mouth is literally bigger than you are. Don't do anything stupid. Disadvantage shot.
You always hit anyway.
I'm totally rolling for my intimidation.
Yeah, that hits. 18, 19, pretty good.
Pretty
Oh
deep.
wow, yeah. I mean, like it's pretty peppered up.
Yeah.
Okay, in that case. No, not yet. It's
Okay.
we're good.
The scout just fucking you can barely see it anymore. As you know, the other two have kind of run off to be idiots.
Yeah. And I just like very silently swear on my breath, and I sneakily attempt to move like my full movement closer to them.
Okay, yeah. If you're like trying to be really sneaky, I think it's gonna be like half movement because like
No, I'm just like half stick. I still want to move
yeah,
my
half
full
speed. Yeah.
No,
you
full
move
movement.
30 feet. But you're
No,
being
full
sneaky,
movement.
right?
Well, you can
Not that sneaky.
use a move action
Oh,
30
I
feet
thought
and
you
then
said
use your action to stealth again, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
You can do that, but he moves 60 feet.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
he wants to
Oh.
move
Means you're no longer stealthy.
No, it applies the adjective sneakily, but
Oh,
Well,
okay.
I mean, he's stealthier
Yeah,
than us,
no.
right?
Yeah,
but-
he's way stealthier than you two are. Sure. Like if it looks fair, we'll find him. But like, yeah. But you two are way more obvious. Richard.
Moving 60 feet.
Nice. It is running straight at you, Alcomendos.
So the line of gust begins.
Okay, this is interesting, but now it gets like. Yeah, but it's actually 30 feet big, so it fits it square actually accurately. Like this is accurate for it, but
well, no, it's 15 feet on a side. It's twice too big.
what do you mean?
Like it's normally 3 by 3. That's 3 5-foot squares. It's normally 15 by 15, not 30 by 30.
Whatever.
Okay.
Whatever you think.
It's
Don't give a shit,
only,
boy.
it's only 4 times bigger, but whatever.
Wait, it's got to go an extra 10 feet. There you go. It's real close. Like yeah. I guess technically the last little bit it will be within the range for Sing, right? My bad.
Yeah. Then it got half movement.
Yeah. Oh, it might fail.
Yeah,
It
then
doesn't
it's
start
pushed
with
back.
turn, so it doesn't.
No,
It
it's when
actually
starts its
failed!
turn. But we use that
okay.
roll.
Oh, okay. I got rid of 2 nights. Okay. Yeah. So it ends up there. Aquan, it's your turn. It's like within this range, it's pretty fucking close. Like you're not convinced, like even with the gust, like it may be able to just like get basically on top.
Yeah. Makes sense. Let me check something real quick. Okay, so my rage lasts until the end of my next turn. Cool.
Mhm.
So as my bonus action, I will rage.
Mhm.
I have the water flow around me, and I will ready an attack.
God, I just have images of like Jack Sparrow getting eaten by the Kraken.
Yeah,
Just going in, trying
stand there
first.
waiting for it.
This is a
Okay.
mirrored version of it.
How far away from it right now?
Oh no, wait, can I change that?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess.
I want. I don't know if it's possible. If it's not, then that's fine. But I want to try and, as it's charging in, jump on its back. Just like Legolas did, you know?
It's preparing.
Actually to jump on it back instead of trying to hit it.
It's basically preparing.
Yeah,
an
no.
action to-
Instead of trying to hit it,
Like-
I want to try it.
Okay,
Jump
you have
on
to
its
roll one
neck.
hell of an acrobatics thing, but sure.
Or athletics. Just like, just like muscle.
It's a grapple. It's getting it in a neck lock in. You also grapple
You
it.
to jump on his back.
But that's how you get it in a neck lock in. It's all in the upper body.
Maybe
Then.
a combination of both.
Okay.
Zarka did point, like when it's ready to you, Zarka takes a shot at it actually. And it's like within normal range now. But she sucks so bad. Oh my god.
Why is she so bad at this bowing?
Guy, your turn.
So like I'm like as it's getting closer, I'm seeing its like head going down. It's like mere feet away now. From I can't see my friends, but like it's ready to take the bite. So I'm desperate.
Its head is going down, so it's easier to jump.
Run forwards. Run forwards 30 feet. Shoot desperately. Gotta aim for the eyes or something.
Yeah, aiming for your eye.
Pow.
You already have dismount. Yeah, that hits.
Hit. Okay, and I'll action surge and shoot again.
Okay, like yeah, I mean it's looking pretty fucking wounded. Like yeah, that hits. Yeah, like,
It's not even bad damage. So I just like
yeah.
choosing-
I mean, it's
choosing-
been shot by an incredibly large amount of arrows at this point.
peppering. I
Yeah.
literally can't miss.
You literally can't miss. Could miss. Oh, you didn't
Could,
know.
but like
Scout's completely gone. Xeno.
How far is it? Okay. Let's see.
But like, okay, Jacko, it depends. If you're trying to actually jump onto its back, that's acrobatics. If you're trying to like kind of grab hold of to like its arms or claws that it tries to hit you, sure, that can be athletics. But like, it depends.
I'm gonna aim for the neck.
Okay.
One
I'm
sec.
gonna
Yeah, but like as
I'm
it's
gonna
swooping
cast
in.
blindness.
If it's-
Blindness. Okay, it's
that's
30
not
feet. It
pretty.
says.
As it
Move
comes
closer
in,
then.
It says it's 30 feet though.
Jacko, you grab the top of its mouth with one hand and the bottom of its
Still
mouth with
not
the other hand.
Still
And
not
just like
within
hold it.
Still not within range, Tom.
But it's big, though, yeah?
It's
No,
two
but
squares.
remember-
Well,
It's
you
not-
can- okay,
It's
it's
not
gonna
actually-
come
it's
in
not
range. You
actually
can
that big.
prepare.
Yeah, you could
prepare.
ready it. You could ready it, but like at this point, it is not because like it's from center to center because it's not actually this big, right?
Yeah.
I'm more closer than the prepared than this.
You're preparing it. Okay, that's what that sounded like. Cool. Richard, running forward.
Yep. 60 feet forward.
Right. So
Feel very useful this fight.
You might become useful very soon.
Hopefully.
No, hopefully not.
Yeah, hopefully it's to die, so we have no need for him.
okay. You still have like the windy thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like, is that concentration? How does that work?
Let me check.
I'm just wondering how, like, it's weird because I don't know, like, I mean, this might be the thing that seems weird to me that you can concentrate on stuff while raging.
It doesn't say
You
concentration.
can't
but it might not have
concentrate on stuff while
filled
raging.
in.
That's why I'm wondering if it's concentration.
Gust of wind.
Because, like, does it say, like, you cast a spell, Gust of Wind? Like, how
Okay,
does it
the actual
work?
spell is concentration. Let me look at Tritons.
Yeah, that's why I'm wondering the wording of it. If it's like you can use it to cast a spell, Gust of Wind or something, then it will, like, break when you rage.
Control air and water. I think, no, it doesn't say anything about it. Just you can cast a spell, so I guess it ends.
Yeah, you can cast Gust of Wind with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then, yeah, it will like end when you rage.
Okay, makes sense.
Okay. Yeah. Then it manages to like basically run up 50 feet, basically like in you. Well, no, I moved
Whoa.
it away.
Ooh,
At this point, like Chris, would you remember how far away you are and stuff? Because the chances of you actually getting close enough is so low. by then.
I'm just.
We're gonna put this back to actually normal range.
Yeah, give me one second. I'll just
So-
measure a distance. I'm like, I think 400 and okay. Well, okay, just made. I'm 500 feet away still.
Okay, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Okay,
Exactly
so
where I started.
we're gonna move this. 1 square equals 5 feet. Okay. I'm gonna move. Okay, so Jacko, you guys kind of split up with like Azark. Like Azark was here, but you were 30 feet away, right? Oh no,
Yeah.
she moved up with you, so she's.
Yeah,
Oh
we
shit,
can,
I'm
uh,
like 150 feet
we're
away
gonna-
or something.
Yeah, we're gonna just move everything in the beginning because it doesn't. You guys are like you're as long as you remember how far away you are.
Okay.
It's basically like here we're gonna
Oh,
say. It's kind of it goes within just 10 feet from you. Okay, Zeno, you were pretty far away, right?
No.
You
You ran up. No.
You were that
So
close.
you
Okay,
ran-
cool.
I made
Yeah.
90 foot up towards them, and I
90
was
foot?
hit with.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
full round
okay.
and 30.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so I guess
So,
this
like,
point, when it runs up, you're casting blindness, right? When it
Blindness,
gets within
yep.
range. So
Yep.
that would be before it can attack Zeno. What's his name?
Like a menace.
Oh, Zeno. Yeah,
Hopefully.
whatever you say. If you say so. It's quickly changes target. Constitution?
Yeah.
Oh, it's save.
Motherfucker!
Yeah. And Alcamenos. Okay, so as it hits you, As it bites,
I
you're
want to
trying to,
as it snaps its jaw, I want to try to sidestep it and jump on the dad or the neck. Or whatever.
You're trying to sidestep it. Okay, but what if it just hits you with the jaw? Okay. What we're gonna do, Jacko, because you can't just say, sidestep it.
Okay.
If it misses you with its attack, then you're gonna get the opportunity to climb onto its neck for this actually
It's
missing.
not gonna miss
If
me.
it-
It's not gonna.
Yeah, but but that makes sense, right? That's the only
okay.
fair way you can call it. Like,
Sure,
otherwise,
sure.
how can you be like,
Should have been
sidestep
dodging.
attack? But then he can't ready to jump on his back.
Fuck.
Okay, so it attempts to bite you.
This is the bit where Jack gets crit by a T-Rex. I've seen this in my dreams. Like,
it had 50 foot, so it could actually. How would it run? Neither you other two are stealthing at this point. No, it would stay. It would stay. Yeah. Okay, it attempts to bite you. 28.
Alright,
Jesus.
that definitely hits.
38 piercing damage.
Alright,
So only 19 though.
17.
19.
19.
Nice try.
19.
Nice try.
Okay, and yeah, if you are grappled.
So I'm in this
So
mouth.
is now
But this is
escape
exactly
DC.
where I want to be. It's fine.
You are also restrained due to the grapple.
Sure.
So restrained means you have disadvantage on like attack rolls. And attack rolls against you have advantage.
So if it tries to bite you again,
It's probably gonna hit you. Yeah. You are like, okay, Alchemist, it's your turn. You are locked into its teeth.
Does restraint also mean disadvantage on strength checks?
No,
So if I try and escape, I don't have a disadvantage on it.
you do not have disadvantage. No, just escape DC 17 athletics, and you have advantage right from raging.
Yeah,
Yeah.
raging.
Yeah.
I will try and escape.
If you escape, yeah, you're gonna just like basically manage to land in the space he picked you up from. Say it like that.
17.
Yeah, that's right. 17. You just make it, and you kind of like you rip yourself out. You're just like, oh yeah, you put your feet on the bottom, hands on the top, leave it up.
yeah, like the mouth closes and then it's like.
Titan, when like he reaches in to get him, and you kind of just like manage to like get out and you like land on the ground in the space you're in before Jacko. Like that doesn't.
Nice.
But use your action to land here. Like
So that's my
escape, sorry.
action. Cool.
That's your action.
As my bonus action, as I'm falling, I will aim with my tridents for water to hit him.
What's the
Which is
range on
good.
that? But it was 10 foot away.
10 feet.
Okay,
It's a 10
perfect.
feet
Yeah.
aura. Which is gonna be so much damage you don't even know.
So
3 damage.
3.
Well, for DC
DC
3.
Enough to
14
finish
dex
him.
save.
Every little
Okay,
bit.
fails. No, not quite. But it's it's battered and fucked.
I shot it for like 76 damage. I hope
And
it's
it
bad
had
as fuck.
and it had a gore from the Tourette, whatever.
Triceratops.
Zarka, like after seeing you, kind of like yells out some Chultan war cry and like runs into it, and tries to attack it with her scimitar. No, with her claw. Sorry. No, but she needs to be. Oh, she would definitely have gone a hybrid form while you guys were waiting. 100%. Okay, so she tries to claw it twice. Yeah, she hits, and she hits. So she claws into it. Okay, Sky, your turn.
A 1 and a 2
You
for
can kind of
damage.
see like this happen.
Yeah, I guess I
Scout's
just
gonna
I move
kill
30
you.
feet closer, so I'm 470, and then I take the shot.
Yeah.
With a, I could say 38 damage would have insta-killed everybody, right?
Well, I have to
Yeah.
Cassie's double move, so technically, Ian, I'm only
Wouldn't have insta-killed as well.
440 feet away.
Ah, there you go. That's why she's brave.
Okay, yes.
Ah, take my
You
first
miss.
chance to miss.
You miss.
Shouldn't have rushed the shot, you know.
Yeah, unfortunate. Man, the scout goes in to kill seal. Nah. Zeno, your turn. Scout's just off and running still.
okay. I'm moving. I'm moving closer, and I will cast.
You madman.
I'll cast inflict wounds
Okay.
as a second level.
Is that a save or a touch or like a hit?
It's a hit. It's a hit.
Spell melee spell attack, yeah.
Oh, that's real smart
Yeah,
because
you
it's so
hit.
low AC.
Yeah. Full damage?
Big boy damage. Nice.
Ooh,
24.
that is big boy damage actually. As you hit it, you can just feel like the necrotic energy come from your fingertips, and like over the huge creature, you just see like these tendrils of darkness go through it, and when it reaches the head, the eyes should go blank, and it falls
on
in a loud sudder on top of you guys. No. Loud sudder to the ground, and yeah, you have killed the T-Rex. Man, that's a good
I will-
roll. It had 20 HP and you rolled fucking 21 on a 3d10.
But 24, Ian. It's 24.
Oh, you rolled 24. Oh, okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
'cause
that's
I'm-
not even close. Man, that's lucky though, until it like fucking one shot you. Woo, man, if that goes wrong, Tom, and it chooses to bite you, like,
That's why I went for the high damage.
No way it hits an 18.
let me check. Let's see, does Tom die? Oh no, multi-attack.
Multi-
Oh, Tom dies pretty badly. Okay, but yeah, good work. It's dead. The scouts, you can barely see at this point. You know, you don't even looking. You know, we were like fucking like 300, 400 feet behind you.
I just like run up. I guess like Richard gets there first.
Yeah, we
'cause
can
I'm
act out of
behind.
initiative.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I-
I was 150 feet
I
away.
rush up to Zeno and I just like shoulder hug him. Like, Zeno, you beautiful man.
It was all the Zarka that 9 damage.
You crushed the monster.
Oh,
Yeah.
just my magic.
Do not be humble, my friend. Tales will be spread of your glory.
Guys, are you alright?
You see him
Hey,
an
you
invisible voice floating
guys.
towards you. You can't actually see anything.
And then about 300 feet behind it, is everyone all right?
Oh no.
As I get closer to my disabled invisibility.
Okay. You see Richard pop out.
It is only a misfortune that we couldn't mount it.
That's as you say, my friend. As I heal him,
whatever, dude. Whatever.
Yeah.
I will give him cure life wounds
Cure life wound.
or cure wounds, I guess. 12.
Thank you very much.
Zarka's like, that was most brave of you to recommend us, and
I will do the same thing. So
slightly
I'll give you.
dangerous.
I had no shame in hiding from this beast, but it was hunting innocence. We cannot stand for that.
I'm kind of confused that such a predator would abandon its prey to attack such small creatures in comparison.
12 more, Jacko.
12 more? Oh, thank you, thank you.
Such a majestic creature. So sad that it died. I say as I pull arrow after arrow out of it.
Well, it's better him than us.
That was some good archery, Sky. Nice hit.
Wasn't exactly a hard target. Shink.
Half the hours break off in this game, Chris, as they do. You know?
Mm.
If only it could have. If only we could have left it to live.
I rip out at
Do you
the...
think that last
Okay,
attack?
I would have death saved if you like this. What's that? I didn't.
Do you think that last attack ruined the meat? You know. Like,
Around where I touched it, probably. Most definitely. Elsewhere.
Yeah, it's almost like decayed, like rotten flesh near where you touched it.
well, we'll just
No
remove
matter.
that part if we.
The beast is big enough. Enough for all of us.
This would be very heavy to carry. You know.
It's enough for lunch.
I slice off like a part of its tail about a third of the way up in, and then I slice off another slice, only a few more inches up to create a nice slice of dino meat, and then I cook it.
You just cook it right here.
Do a
I
good
will
old
go-
That
cook
would
it
take a
Gohan.
short break.
I do it Gohan style, like the sliced ham and dinosaur tail.
I aid you in this.
It's nice. You successfully cut off a nice big chunk of dino meat. Great. And yeah, like there's like about a minute passes and Gao like you still can't see him. Does anyone like try to go find him or like
Well, like as we as we continue in the direction we were going anyway, I'll just call out like Gal, Gal.
yeah, once you like almost like traveled on for like 10 minutes, you kind of like hear some like noise in like the bushes and you kind of like see him like peer out behind the trees like is it gone?
It's dead.
I hold up this big like disc of dinosaur meat, and I was like, "Yep."
There you go. Oh, excellent. Good work, all of us.
Where did you go?
Ivan, of course. It's a T-Rex.
Yeah, so quite a lot faster than anyone else ever could run.
Yeah, you just got to outrun the slower one.
Very easy when no one runs.
Exactly.
That's useful things.
So you clearly did a wonderful job. Well done, all of you.
I give him squint eyes.
Okay. Okay. Doesn't seem to mind. He doesn't really know what your eyes normally look meant to look like. You know, he's like a furbolg. Maybe that's just happy.
Maybe Firbolg's just naturally squinty, you know. You don't. You just...
Whoa, no.
Whoa! You calling me Chinese?
Whoa, no.
What?
Whoa, no. Whoa,
That
no.
is a
Whoa, no.
quick
Okay,
180.
moving on. Okay.
I say to him, I do not blame you for choosing life, my friends. You have only been given it so recently. Come, join us in dinosaur meat tonight, and I'll cut off some more for the journey.
Great.
Yes.
Sounds great.
Let's have a feast before we climb up to the monastery.
Yeah, like it's actually still quite early in the day when it's happened. Like even it's like 11 or something. So if you want,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
could have it for lunch. But I don't know if you know you would rather.
Yeah, actually, you know what? Perfect.
Okay.
Have
Yeah,
food.
I'd like
Sounds amazing.
after a bit more walk, you know, you guys decided that's pretty.
But how good
lunch,
is the
have a
T-Rex?
nice Sunday lunch. So one rule survival. Then whoever's actually doing the cooking.
I would guidance whoever's doing.
Okay, I am proficient in survival, but I only have a +1.
But like, is it like?
The meat will have a certain quality, regardless of what the survival.
Well, I guess
Right.
I would be doing.
But like, is this
something, I
is
guess.
this like
I've been hunting and preparing. shit,
Monster
I guess.
Hunter, where like the food is innately tastier just because it's rarer, or like
Would
is there
be
no...
innately interesting.
innately
I'm,
okay.
I'm 80
20
years, you
plus
know, so-
guidance.
Yeah.
I know,
Yeah.
There we
Oh,
go.
so it is-
25.
You might quit. You might quit.
It is gives you all the benefits of a long rest. Whoa! You have advantage though if you do want to roll, but you know.
Advantage?
Yeah.
I'd set up a 10 HP.
No.
Oh, that's it.
Fine.
It's like so he like you kind of like manage to grill it so it's like a nice medium rare in the center and it tastes just like it's like really kind of like gamey and strong but like in a good way. Like you wouldn't really want to eat that much of it at one point because it's like such a
Yeah,
powerful
rich.
flavor. It's
It's
incredibly rich, right? But it
Mm.
tastes really good. It just tastes like it's almost like this doesn't sound appetizing, almost like you can taste what it's eaten in a way. So like it was clearly like it clearly had a very sort of rich and like like a really very sort of like carnivore diet. So when you eat it, it's almost like you're almost eating like fancy steaks
Their
of like
points.
other dinosaurs, and, like
Steakception.
cows. Exactly. But it's just like really rich and in depth. It's not like it's not like this tasting like this is a herbivore. This is a carnivore eating, so that it is incredibly rich and
Like
tangy.
licking my lips, saying, surprisingly juicy,
Yeah,
Should
it's
find,
Indeed.
we should find more of them. This was delicious.
find more.
I would take some up
I mean,
to our bird folk hosts, but I am afraid their diet does not agree with it.
Yes, they were more of the muesli sort, weren't they?
Azarka digging into like the very rare bits, to like near the center, where
As a dinosaur lies there.
barely touched by the flame. It's slightly warmed up,
Mm.
Yeah, and you guys enjoy a nice lunch and continue on traveling for the day. Excellent. So during the afternoon, I love the sows. During the afternoon, as you are traveling along, everyone roll. No, you shouldn't roll. What's everyone's passive perception?
Well, I want to roll 40.
15.
11.
14.
Okay, so yeah, no one's just like crazy high. As you are, so
And we had a short rest, I'm guessing.
yeah, you
Eating
had a short
lunch and
rest.
stuff.
Yeah, you had a short rest. You can abuse hit dice if anyone was low. I don't see anyone was.
But I get my spells back.
As you guys kind of like walking around, you're kind of following like there's never any like actual paths in Chult, but you can follow like sometimes like what animal tracks and stuff like that. Where already undergrowth just naturally a bit lets in. As you kind of go around like around a clearing, kind of like in the I'm clicking back. Fuck, in the not even the distance, maybe like a bit over 100 feet, like 120 feet away, you see a cyclops.
Oh,
Oh no.
okay.
120, you say?
Yeah. At this point, if anyone wants to, you can roll what you know about Cyclops. Chris, did you live in
What would that
giants
be?
before, not Cyclops, right? It would be nature.
Yeah, giants.
You can have advantage though, but they are like related to each other.
Well, I have some connections with giants as
Yeah.
well.
Then you also have advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, I almost rolled a 20 on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it helped.
I know they have one eye.
Yeah, you
They're
know.
big.
Oh, you're
They
the
are
same!
they are kind of giants, it's okay, I'll give you guys a handout as well. Although it doesn't look angry like this.
No, he's angry!
He's angry.
this. Doesn't look angry.
Coulda
This
fooled
one, as you
me.
can see, the 120 feet. I'll kind of describe what it looks like. It looks like More
It's
just like
hungry.
a huge version of similar to what yourself are doing now. Like it does have a huge kind of like basically like a tree limb, which is like kind of like has like this kind of dragging along behind as it walks. But it's it's and it doesn't wear much clothes. It's quite similar to Alcamenos in a way, but it has like kind of like not a bag, but more like I guess like a bag, but more like a sling. Something you can like just carry over your shoulder that you could like keep supplies in, like just like a sack basically of stuff.
Hmm.
And as it kind of like as it kind of sees you at the same point you see it, it basically just kind of like just stops moving. And what are people's initial reactions? What do people instinctively do?
Do I know if it's evil? Like with a 14? Do I know if Cyclops don't evil?
Not inherently similar to
Oh, okay.
most people in a way. They're often maybe more aggressive, or at least more used to
Prone to
I guess
violence?
to say. Well, not even prone, more used to. It's not as
Hmm.
like
Yeah.
not necessarily it would be more likely to attack you, but it would not be a tool suffice that that is what happened.
It's definitely
Oh.
seen us, right? Like we
It's
like we
definitely
sort
seen
of
you.
okay.
You basically
So,
just seen it.
yeah, I'll wave and call out a greeting in Giant or Jotun, as I think it's.
How
Yes.
tall are they again?
It's just it has giant written. How tall is it? Does it actually say how tall they are? Why the fuck doesn't it say shit like this on the character sheet?
I think giants and like huge
Cyclops?
creatures tend to be sort of 20 feet tall.
That tall?
Yeah.
I mean, it's huge. Yeah, I'd say yeah, sure, 20 feet makes sense. Yeah, I mean, it's really big. Like it's not as big as the fucking T-Rex, obviously, but like it's comparable. Like it's
Yeah.
like
Like always imagine like a 6-foot man would sort of come up to like the top of like mid-thigh sort of thing.
yeah, something like that. What do you call that in Giant, Chris?
But okay, so I think on all the character sheets and stuff it's written as giant, but I looked up on the wiki and apparently it's called Jotun.
It says giant on the Cyclops character sheet.
Jotun. Yeah, it's just written as giant on like, but like if you on the wiki like the official language and the forgotten realms is Jotun.
Okay, you shout Jotun.
The goblin one is called Gukliak.
It's goblin, but okay. What do you maybe
Yeah, I call it a greeting, like not like a warm but like not overly familiar. I'm not like you sup dog. I'm like I'm more just like greetings friend, but like whatever the giant equivalent is.
it kind of like almost kind of like it kind of like drops. It's like not drops back, but you lets go and just kind of falls and it kind of like shouts back like, "You can't speak Jotun."
Yeah, I'm like I do. My name is Kitten.
Wait,
Which is
so
like
what
Oh,
did you
sorry.
say? So, well,
I just add yes and
okay. What do you say, Chris?
yeah, I say I do. In fact, my name's Kitten. How are you doing?
Me okay? Why you speak Jotun?
At this point, like I'll continue to sort of because we're shouting at each other from 120 feet away at this point. So I'll continue the pace of walking towards him. And so I guess everyone else is kind of like watching the sky, just like kind of garble some like horrific grunting language. Except you speak, of course. Zeno speaks giant, doesn't he? Right?
Imagining very slow Entish.
Yeah. It's like Dory speaking whale, right? It's like Yeah, I'll approach. As I'll say, I spent many years living with giants on the Sword Coast.
He kind of like looks at you, kind of like sees like he has one big eye over his eye, and like kind of finds like pet.
It wasn't a totally unpet-like relationship. I think, as I was thinking back, they certainly viewed it that way.
Kind of nods, pet. Yeah. Kind of like, and then he's like, did you walk up at well? Did you stay where you were, kind of back?
I'm a little bit behind Sky. Yes, I didn't.
A little bit behind Sky. It's like, and he kind of like points at you, at like, what you?
Zeno.
Zeno, never heard of.
So, where takes you your journey, friend?
Like, me go home.
Great. Is that
He
this
nods.
way? I kind of like just gesture back the way we came, sort of back through the jungle.
Yes.
A long way?
Many, many days.
Well, safe travels, friend. If you go, I kind of like, if you go about 3 or 4 hours that way. There's by the side of the road, and I kind of described the area where we fought the T-Rex, and it's like plenty of meat left over. Good meat, very succulent. Do you well for the journey. Animal was, and I try and think of what I also have no idea what the Jotun for T-Rex is, but I just describe it like big, huge teeth, little arms, chasers.
He kind of sounds like you kill, and then the word for T-Rex in Jotun. But you're not sure exactly if that that is what.
Yeah, but the alliteration kind of sounds right. It sounds
you could imagine you're very good with language and you've learned a lot. You're like, well, that probably sounds like what they do.
Yeah.
He's like, you kill T-Rex, you smell.
I killed T-Rex.
Yes, it was Zeno here. He's very mighty. He wields thunder and lightning. Boom, big shaman.
Gods of giants.
Yes.
Like T-Rex, good meat.
Enjoy, all yours. We full. I kind of pat my tummy.
He kind of pats his tummy really loudly, just in response. It's almost like a big kind of like when you knock on a hollow surface and it goes a bit. Kind of does that. He's like, me hungry. T-Rex kind of stomps past you in the direction.
Yes. Enjoy. Sun's getting low. We must move on to. Farewell, friend.
Farewell, pet.
Okay. As I kind of beam after him as let's catch up. I say, and then back in common, I say, what a nice man.
Yeah, as he kind of walks back before you didn't speak giant, kind of looks at you with its one eye, kind of not threatening, but it's a bit disconcerting, and just kind of strides past you with these big kind of slow steps.
What in the blazing hells is this?
A Cyclops, and I walk over to Sky and Zeno.
Yeah.
Well, that was interesting.
Just a fellow traveler heading home. Poor fellow. Some day's journey, I feel. I told him where we left the T-Rex, though, so hopefully he won't want for food.
Oh, smart.
Good. Yeah, that was quick thinking.
Yeah, Zark is I said, I've heard some maybe a tribe live in the south, but I've never seen some this far north.
Interesting. Perhaps if we have time, we should visit them. I should like to see how giant kin live in this part of the world.
I
know. Urgent business.
That, and I do not normally visit people who might see me as food.
Shouldn't visit Alcomendos.
Say, oh, they're not all that bad. And I kind of think back to my time with the giants. Okay, maybe some of them are that bad.
Some people are that bad. Cannibals everywhere.
Exactly.
All right. Yeah.
That's technically cannibalism if it's different species.
Yeah, but I mean, you could cannibal does also. Okay.
It's like eating a baby,
Wow.
Is eating a baby cannibalism?
No,
Yes.
surely not.
No. They're different species.
Different species. All right. As you guys, after that little distraction, you continue on heading there, and yeah, as it starts to, not necessarily, it's not getting dark, right? But you finish your day travel, but you don't do that when it's dark outside. It's a couple of hours till sundown, and you guys have basically come to the foot of Cursabel. And Gal's like, "Oh, blimey! You weren't joking when you said climbing."
It's not all that bad. We've done it a couple of times. Bumps and scrapes, my friend. Bumps and scrapes.
He kind of looks the 500 feet, and he's like, "Bumps."
Bumps and scrapes. I say, getting the rope out.
Okay.
From seeing the others, it would appear that as it's constructed, you can't fall all the way down.
That's good. Just some of the way then.
We'll tie each other together. You won't fall more than 20 feet and have a little bump on the cliff face. And that's only if you slip. Don't worry, it's easy. I'll help you the first bit. We're masters of this by now, right, Zeno?
Okay.
Archimedes just limbering up.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he's very excited because this is his final climb.
I would.
You gotta get
Oh,
down.
no.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
we're
we're
flying.
gonna get
We're
down.
flying. We're gonna fly.
Yeah, we're gonna fly. I'm gonna walk up. I'm gonna walk up to Saka, and I'm shall we?
Be my guest.
Pick her up and fly up.
Okay, excellent. She enjoys the flight. You know,
What
she's
a
getting
nice-
used to the height.
Mm.
Okay, so you
I can
four
show
are
you
all
the
tied
world.
together. Just quickly go through it again. We've done it a few times. Chris, you always went first. The first check was to climb. You don't have to do that because you can.
And then I
climb.
can give everyone else advantage.
Give everyone else advantage. When do you guys want the scout to go? It'll just basically go when you
Last.
will go in every turn too. Okay.
Last or in between me and Zeno?
Bringing up the rear.
Bring up the rear. Okay. Then we'll go with fuck it. Zeno, you go first. Why not? Athletics check with advantage.
If he falls, all three of us
Easy.
are just already crossed and can just haul him up.
Yeah. He'll still take damage, but he doesn't even need to try to climb back out. Yeah. Alcomendos, athletics advantage. The classic Alcomendos. Alcomendos falls. You're giving like
I'm too excited. I'm too
Trying
excited.
to make like a really big grab, you know, like he just wants to be over and just completely misses it.
He just tries to jump the whole thing.
Like this is no problem. And yeah, you take again 2d6 full damage or level of exhaustion. What do you want?
You know what I want, baby.
You know what you want. Okay, you can roll the damage.
And like
What
as I'm
damage?
flying up, I say to Zaka, I might have forgotten to guidance Alcmenos.
The gods are
Slam.
with me today.
And you said you're gonna it's just like a thump below you. Okay, finally this guy. Oh my god, he is
Easy.
the most climb.
Natural climber.
I like offer him my hand, he just slaps it aside like
like get out of here, cat. Alright, yeah, no problem. The next one's the acrobatics. You helped one time with this and then you forgot to
Yeah,
help
but-
the second
yeah,
time.
and this time I'll remember. We use the rope. I'll go first. Okay, I'll go first with the acrobatics.
So you do not have advantage.
So no advantage on this. And
Oh, it's so
Easy,
close to
yeah,
two.
yeah.
so close to the two. And then I'll tie the rope. Well, I guess I'll just untie the rope before we do it, and then use my end,
Yeah,
and then
yeah. Oh, but you untie the rope, so if someone does fall, it will be 3d6, but they do have advantage on the
yeah.
check.
That makes sense. That makes
Alright,
sense.
Zeno, acrobatics advantage.
Ugh.
You fall 3d6 or level of exhaustion.
Ow.
Ooh, takes a 3d6.
Jesus.
18 damage. Crazy. Okay. Alcomendos, advantage. Acrobatics.
Yes.
And every time you get up, the Alcock is just like watching you as you just like get up. And have a hush.
Oh, he's done it!
That's okay. That's good enough. And then the
Easy.
scout. They don't have
The
acrobatics.
ballerina.
Oh, the scout falls.
Oh, does he die?
The scout chooses to take one level of exhaustion because it's like I don't want to die. Well, that could literally kill it.
Oh, it has 2 attacks, but like no HP.
Yeah.
Just like
Yeah.
I'm just curious. Ooh, no, it has 1 HP, but it's fine. Instead of just testing, it chose to do the exhaustion. Okay. And the final one that cannot have any advantage, no way to do it, Chris. But you tied to yourself.
Perception, right?
Yeah, tied yourself to the rope again.
Okay.
So 2d6. That means the scout can't die.
Oh, thank God. By far
Yeah.
successful passage, no damage.
Nice.
Achievement
nice.
unlocked.
Zeno,
Easy.
Zeno, no, you take some damage. Alcomendos,
Let's roll a 16 or higher for this shit.
bad perception though. Oh,
Oh!
yeah.
Oh!
Oh no, it's not
Well,
minus
we
one.
have
I
a-
have proficiency.
Oh, you're
Proficiency.
fine
Whoa.
then. No,
We all just turn
problem.
around and look at Gal expectantly.
Okay, he's got passive perception of 15. Can't he use that?
No.
Oh, he's fine.
22.
Gal spotted out. That's
He's
what
a scout, so
He's a
perspective.
scout. Yeah.
There
no,
you
he-
go.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
His advantage was he took a level of
Oh
Oh shit.
Oh, well.
Now you guys on the rope, so it's a max of 2d6.
no! 2d6.
Yeah.
Okay. He's hurt, but
We
he
we haul him up, like tap him on the shoulder. There you go, Gal. Made it.
only
It's like, why
decline
couldn't I have
down.
just flown up with what's his name?
Well, Rich is not very strong.
Oh. And yeah, you guys make it to the top. The Aqua kind of waiting for you. Like you kind of see Vazan again, and he's like, friends, you have returned. Was the expedition fruitful?
Indeed,
and-
and I produced the black orchids.
Beautiful. And is this a new companion of yours? And it turns his head to Gal.
Yes, this is Gal. He was he'd been trapped for 240 years in the garden by petrification from a Medusa, but we freed him. And killed the Medusa.
Kind of takes this in like surprisingly well, you would think, for like, telling a normal person. He's kind
Yeah.
of like ponders it for like maybe like a good few seconds, and like, I imagine Ashara will be interested in perhaps what he can say.
He's an interesting man. Tap him on the
Gal kind of looks scared.
smack him on the arse. Like, you know?
Oh, no. Okay. And he's like, sounds please, your friend's already inside. He kind of showed you Richard and Azarka, not living room before, but to like wait for your friends inside.
It's Razan, right? The one that we're talking to right now, right?
Yeah. It's his answer. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, you might have. I just missed it.
As they come in, I see like Alcmenos being a bit bruised, and I like,
Gal, me.
yeah, I'll clap Alcmenos on the shoulder. You get 4 HP.
Okay.
Alcmenos, so you're back full, and I'll give
No, I'll actually be.
I'll glance to Gal and
I'll
give him
heal
1d6.
So,
Okay, you get 3 back.
that's-
She's a bit so. Oh God, why are we giving so much HP when they got that barely hurt?
Okay, cool. And yeah, it's like Razan says, do you wish to see Ashara now, or do you wish first to wait and see her in the morning? It is quite late.
The sun has set. I wouldn't want to keep her up.
Of
I'm
course.
sure
If
she
there
will.
is no rush, I'm sure she would appreciate that.
Although, if it is not already too late, it would be nice to see Flambull again and see what progress he's made on Xeno's shield.
It's like Flambeau is a
Yes.
hard worker. I would be surprised if he has finished for the day yet. Of course. He kind of like gives you directions. Like he's like, if you go, he kind of gives you directions. Like up.
It's like 4 buildings. Like
Yeah, no. There's more.
Isn't
did
there?
I
I
not
thought
show
they
you,
were
like, the
like,
actual
yeah. Take us to the.
I'm not putting it on the map, but the map doesn't give you a very good picture of it. But there's like an actual picture there. So wait 1 sec. I've showed you this.
Hand out cursor.
Show the
bar
players.
somewhere.
Look at this. See?
Oh wait, I saw this. I don't remember this.
I don't remember
I
that.
said, like,
I remember this.
I don't remember this.
So there's a few buildings, and like it's
Okay,
like
yeah.
it's like one of the ones on cut the side. He like directs you, he like gives you
Sure.
directions. Like that's Flambeau's workshop.
And we have a few mighty victories to celebrate. We have any ale?
He says, we don't brew much ale or beer, but we have some wines which we save for special occasions.
Look at the rest. Wine is the thing we drank in the port. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yes. The red stuff, made from grapes.
See, that will do.
He's like, I see. Well, I suppose if there is indeed a victory to celebrate, I'm sure we can convince the kitchen workers.
Alcmenos will tell the tale as we sit around and feast.
Of
Indeed.
course, I will prepare some late dinner for you. If you go see Flambeau first, it should be ready before too long.
Thank you, Razan.
And you guys follow directions for Flambeau. As you kind of walk, Gauss kind of turns you sky. He's like, "Oh, what do I do now?"
Well, you're a free man, Gal. You can do whatever you like. This is the most civilized place for, probably 100 miles in any direction. If you speak in the morning with Ashara, we'll go there. You can come with us. She is very wise and the leader around here. She'll be able to tell you what your options might be and what assistance the Arakochrans will be willing to lend you.
He's like, "Oh, all right then. Okay." Then like he just kind of like he kind of like follows you like just a bit distant. Like he doesn't really want he doesn't want to be involved with you people. But like okay.
Well,
Yeah, you
we're
guys
slowly
get to,
warming
like,
up to him, right?
Flambeau's. Sure. You guys
think-
make it to
I
a
think we've
Flambeau's
gone down.
workshop.
Mm.
You kind of like do you knock? I mean, there's a
Yes.
yes. Okay, you knock and then you hear a kind of gruff kind of voice be like, "Come in."
I go in.
Okay, it's not like a very impressive building. Like it's better. It's a small building at that. And like
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's halfway up a mountain. I'm pretty impressed.
Okay, it's really impressive. And it's like almost like I guess it's not that bad. And it doesn't have like proper kind of like forge area, but it has like kind of a makeshift one almost like built into the wall of the cliff, right? So like a lot of back of the buildings don't actually have a back wall, but they're built onto the cliff. But this one, it's kind of like a bit kind of cut into
Hollowed
it
out,
where like
yeah,
where
sure.
you could put coals and keep it hot. So you wouldn't want to do much with this, but it's enough to heat like rudimentary weapons and stuff. And Flambeau kind of looks up. Looked like he wasn't. It was like it was the kind of thing where he wasn't really working. This is just where he spent most of his time, so he probably almost just,
Yeah.
like relaxes in here as well.
Good.
He's like,
Hey, Flamble.
Sky, yes, sir.
We're back from Nangalore.
We go well.
Reasonably well, yes. Killed a monster, rescued a 240-year-old. Well, this is Gao. Not really sure what to describe him as.
Got kind of like it's like half-hearted wave. Flamble just raised his eyebrow. Was like, "Is that so?"
Anyway, he's got some finding of his place to do in the world. Saw a T-Rex on the way back here today. It was delicious.
Huh. He kind of found. He's like, found.
Not when we found it.
Kind of raises an eyebrow, like, it's a big victory there.
Thanks. Yes.
Indeed,
no.
we will celebrate
Razan-
it tonight. We're invited
Razan's
to the
preparing a
feast.
feast right now. You come along.
He's like, I'll be there. He's like, he kind of. I suspect you're here to see how the shield is coming along.
Yes.
He's kind of like, he's great. He's like, he kind of like, like reaches behind, like, kind of rudiment shape and like brings up a shield and like kind of like lays on the top. And yeah, it's not like a very big one, but it's a amount of material had to work with. Like it's quite small, but it's like it's not like a buckler. It is a proper size, like kind of rounded shield. But it's more just like
around the
naturally
same
shaped as what the piece of shell was, and kind
Like Snailium.
of gestures where he's like, I think enough of the magic is still inside it that it should suffice. He needs, you kind of see like it's kind of a simple job, but on the back of it, he's from like a kind of class where you can wear like a normal shield.
It's probably like the same size as mine. Mine isn't any kind of big shield.
Sure.
Perfectly used to.
He's
Oh.
like, feel free to take it.
What do you think, Richard? Want to go outside and shoot spells at Xeno?
Thank you. It's like, yeah, raised eyebrow.
I chuckle at that. Do you know how long the magic normally stays on these shells?
He thinks like from my experience, I've heard that often it lasts. He's like, in the matter of a few weeks. I'm not sure exactly.
Well, a week will be useful. Any more is just gravy.
Kind of nods. It's like, well, I
There
hope
you
it
go.
suffices.
Would
Of
it
course.
still be hard once the magic disappears, or is
Yeah,
it?
it will still have the same material
Skyscrapers.
properties. Yeah, it's like it will still function as a shield, however, it will not have any of the magical properties.
Good to hear. Thank you.
Okay, Tom, are you gonna be doing like? Does anyone take it? Like, you just kind of gestured to it.
Yeah, I take it.
Okay, Tom, I'm just gonna like, so like, this is just what it does. But this it just literally just gets the properties it has when it's on the snail, except replace snail with the Xeno. I did put in roll 20.
Just, man, that's good.
Yeah, it's really good.
And any creature make a spell against. Yeah, disadvantage.
Okay, you guys, you gotta find some evil wizards to fight now.
Jesus
Just
Christ.
blow them up back.
Evil wizards. If only we were in Tom's campaign. Like, our Cannonloff wouldn't stand a chance.
Just fucking like the fucking beholder comes out, launches all its beams at you. You're just like, no, you, and it's like, ah.
Wait, so if it's an area effect thing and rolls 1 or 2, it protects everyone else in the area as well?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, if it's
wow.
1 and 2,
Ooh.
yeah.
That's pretty nuts on a d6. That's like a 1 in 3 chance if he's in an AoE, if they're like fireball just going getting
So
sucked
this
into
is
the
only
field.
if he passes. This is only if he passes his saving throw. Like if he fails saving throw.
Yeah,
But yeah, but he does have advantage on it. Yeah, it's really fucking good. Yes.
That'd be great.
nice, and I like that.
I like that. That's
But
a
at
good
the-
show right
I
there.
like this one.
But at the
I think I
same
will
time,
take it.
Chris, at the same time, if he rolls a 5 or a 6, he will deal even more damage to us.
No.
That's like even if it's not a what's it called? Even if it's not an area effect, he could just hit you with like a third level spell, and then it would actually like
Bong.
turn into an AoE spell. Yeah.
It's a good thing Xeno's always deep in the thick of things, surrounded by enemies.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
for a round and then he's down, but
Dude, I can't wait for
Hey now.
there's like 11 raptors around us and it's all looking bad, and then fucking
You just
Richard's
get-
like focus an Eldritch Blast into the shield and
Oh,
it just
dude, that'd be pretty
AoE's the raptors
That'd be
down.
pretty
fucking
cool.
Iron Man.
It's
gets me
per
every time.
levels. I have to do the higher level spell.
Okay, cool.
On the way back, I say to Gao, also, while the city of Omu has fallen, You might be interested to know that the last heirs of Olmud, of the royal family, reside here. They are seeking to restore their old glory.
He's like, here? He kind of looks around at like, the
It
weird, like
is-
basically ruined buildings you guys.
Do not worry, they are human. They find this a safe haven as well.
I explained to him what I know about them, like how like their great grandmother was, I think, the one we fought, right?
No.
The last
No,
queen
no,
of
no,
Chult,
no.
That wasn't her.
No, she was a Medusa.
You've had no recollection.
Malibu.
You have no reason to believe that. It's never
Okay.
been mentioned. Like, you can, yeah, sorry. I mean, you can think that, but
Sure.
I think it was.
Anyway, I
400
was
years
explaining
ago.
I mean,
like, yeah.
240 like years ago, at least is how long we petrified.
Yeah,
His
that's true.
grandmother.
Okay, so
like,
yeah, like okay, I'm like so like her descendants,
wait,
you know,
yeah, exactly right. Like, yeah,
her descendants and so on, and
exactly.
and like yeah, I started to tell her how like their father died and their mother died to the Terrafolk, and then the Cochrane took them in, and yeah, I just tell them the history of the royal house.
Perhaps the outer Cochrane will feel they want to protect me as well. You know, I'm a surviving citizen of Omu.
A relic of the past. It might
That's
be
the spirit, I
valuable
say.
Slap him on the ass again. Alright. Yeah, you guys kind of head back to like the main monastery slash like like kind of just the main big building, and yeah, there's like a lot of food being prepared. There's again no meat, but there's a lot of fish. There's like big kind of cooked salmon here.
Ooh,
Well, there's
salmon.
like salmon in this universe. So. You love it, Sky. You're like, ooh, fish, delicious. Alright.
Nice.
Yeah, and
Racist.
they bring out there isn't like a huge amount of wine, right? But like they kind of have small glasses, so there's enough for you guys to have at least a couple of glasses each, Not enough to
I
get
have
too wasted.
I have like a gemstone in my inventory. I don't have the value written down, but I'll give it to the cooks in gratitude.
Oh,
Big
no.
thank you. They're like, oh, this is a pretty trinket. Thank you.
You're most welcome.
Yeah, you guys have a fun night. You want to do anything particular, or are you just basically just enjoying being in safety again? Sambu joins in. He's kind of guy goes to a party and just kind of like drinks in the corner. You know?
Now that it's been a while, I want to get out one of the. I know, once just sat around and celebrated and had a couple of drinks. I want to get out one of the files of transparent fluid that we found.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One experiment.
And ask Richard about them.
They were not magical. And Ian, how does identify potions and stuff work in
If
5e?
it's a common potion, you can like taste it and you can figure out what it is. If
I
it's,
don't think I
this
wanna.
thing, you're not like. If
I'll
identify what it is, fucking it'd be hard, man.
I'll
like,
sniff it, man.
Yeah.
I'll sniff it.
Yeah.
Smells alright. Bit weird.
I'll taste it.
Just like drink a vial.
No. I'll taste it. What are you fucking trying to? What are you trying to? You
Down
like
the-
player agency back, you piece of shit. Taste it.
A drip
it
on
tastes
his
kinda
claw.
Weird. Like it's not alcohol. It's certainly not like you're getting drunk, but it makes your head feel a bit like kind of wishy-washy for like a second. You know, if you were like taking a little bit, like a little puff crisp, but not like you feel lightheaded for a second.
Okay, so I was kind of like, whoa.
Yeah, but it doesn't like have any sort of
Yeah.
real lasting effect from that.
Like, The queen, she seemed quite mad, yes?
Hmm.
And she believed she was talking to someone who wasn't there until, I suppose, later on he was, but even then he was just a ghost. Maybe this is something that she was taking that drove her batty? It seems to have a... Oh, what the hell. Ian, I drink the vial.
Okay. I guess make a constitution saving
boy.
focus. But I'll say you can choose to fail it if you like.
As in to negate the effects?
Mm-hmm.
No, I want to experience the effects.
Okay, so you can just like you
Yeah,
let it happen. Okay, so basically you like it takes like a minute or two to like take effect, and then like you begin to just like kind of experience like illusory sight, sound, smells, like sensation. It really feels real to you. So like you can just
If
like,
he's- okay,
so the
yeah.
coconut maybe like grow in size, look bigger, and the wall starts shaking, and it's basically you're on a bad trip.
So I'm
not
just-
like a bad
yeah.
trip. You're on a big
Ian.
trip.
I'm just sitting there as still as I can, like eyes move side to side, like
You think, like,
Okay.
colors are glowing. Like you get the sensation like maybe you're getting tickled. It's like really weird. So what Podtrack?
If I see him do anything like self-harming or harming to others, I will lesser restoration him.
He doesn't seem to be hurting it. He's
I
really
walk
kind of
up to
sitting
him
still.
and shake him violently, bellowing voice. What is this guy?
You were terrified, like this big, like kind of sea monster.
I
Just
kind of
kinda, like,
squint
walks
up at you and I
you
say,
barely recognize-
remove your tentacles from my shoulder, Alcamenos.
I lesser restoration.
Oh, God,
Guy.
yes.
Oh, okay. So like, so after he goes to shake it, like you're just gonna stand there, and then you cast restoration on
Sky, yeah.
Sky? Yeah, Sky, like, you kind of see, well, you kind of see his shape next to you, basically, like, like, it's moving, and then there's weird magic floating in the air, and then suddenly, like, snap, you're
Okay.
just, like, back in the...
My pupils, like, shrink back down to, like, a normal size.
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa. Okay, yes, no, she was definitely tripping. I kind of... I got, like, 7 files left. I'm like,
Yeah. For party nights, yeah.
Save these for a later date, I think. 8 files of drugs. 7 rather. 7 files of drugs.
I think they have an actual name, which you might know. Well, they're written down, they're called Dreaming Tincture, if you want to call them that.
Dreaming tincture. 7 dreaming tincture. Nice.
Any more
Okay,
dreaming?
Yeah, the rest of the party passes a bit boringly for you, Sky, it doesn't have the quite same effect to the 2 glasses of wine. But, it, like... What's that?
I would talk to Sky about like what he saw and stuff.
Yeah, I say, I tried a similar something with the goblins once, except in the form of mushrooms. It's a potent hallucinogenic. It made reality seem very strange for a minute or two. Want to try some?
No thanks.
Are you certain there's no truth to these visions?
Well, you did sort of transform into an enormous sea monster. So I suppose
Which I take as a compliment.
Yes. I suppose it sort of drew upon my subconscious impression of you and illustrated yourself that way. I'm not sure really what you could learn apart from things about yourself, but those could be valuable. Do you want to try some?
I don't know.
Down one. Okay.
Same as with Sky, by the way, if he does any self or other harm, my lesser restoration.
Yeah. And yeah, it's kind of up to you a bit, like how, you think your character would, like, interpret, the kind of vision stuff they see. I would say, like, for a suggestion, like, I imagine, like, as you look around, stuff like, for instance, Azarkatude, it looks like a pure tiger now, she doesn't even look human at all, she's just kind of, like, standing there, you can, like, see her. Everything looks...
You look at Gal and it's like, shit, what's Rick's dad when he's like the pathetic thing in not Rick's dad, Morty's dad. He's the pathetic like worm thing in Rick and Morty. It's like him and his like most pathetic.
It's almost like what you would like. Oh, in your mind, I sometimes like think of people. This is how they
like, but metaphor made real, basically.
Metaphor made real, exactly. And you can like everything kind of almost smells more like vibrant and alive. You can like just like. It's very interesting.
Speaking of Gal,
like anything that you wish to see, like if you have any memories at home, maybe you see your family, or maybe you see yourself like standing in the Triton Assembly in Pride of Place, stuff like that.
How are you feeling, Alcamenos?
I move a hand over towards Zeno. Zeno, your hair, it's so furry.
Raised eyebrow.
So mighty. A true Triton, if you were to be born in the right circumstances.
When you see that, as a vision kind of appears, and he kind of shifts in front of you as like a Triton, like you just say that, like in front of you, like he kind of morphs into one.
A huge Triton.
Yeah. But yeah. Do you like if you don't do anything like just if you don't end it, it lasts for like I'm just thinking like how long it would last throughout the party. If you don't end it, it'll last for 5 hours.
I offer some to Gal, by the way.
Oh, kind of like thanks, but no thanks.
Yes, I mean I take it for a while, but once it gets dangerous around the edge and they almost fall off or something.
You kind of walk around and you look down and it just kind of like zooms up and down and
up. Maybe I try to swim in the air, like I'm back home at last.
Yeah, you look over the balcony and you just see a beautiful ocean below you, not a 500-foot drop, and like you're like, I died.
The clearest water I've ever seen.
Lesser restoration.
Yeah.
Walk towards the edge.
Yeah, but you manage to stop him before he does any harm to himself or any others. And,
Hallucinogenics and high places. What a combination.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we can save those to celebrate once we found the soulmonger.
Yep. Okay. Hey, you guys enjoy the night. Have your funny adventures, and eventually, like, not even that, like, when mostly I and like, head off. They were kind of just here for the food and like, welcome you back, but they're not getting fucking high with you guys. Yeah. They kind of, show you to like the same rooms you were in before. Where Zandon mentions that your place is welcome.
Nice.
And,
Does
yeah.
Sky get his shit back?
Oh yeah, I get my journals.
Oh,
and
the
stuff.
journal.
I
Yeah,
get
yeah,
my
of course,
journals
yeah.
and stuff
So,
back from Razan.
Oh yeah, I guess like there's a slight interaction. When Mazan gives it to me, like I read some of the journals. They oh, it's been an interesting life you have lived.
I like to think so. Nothing could be worse in my estimation, living a boring life. What a waste.
He kind of like looks kind of sad as you say this, and he kind of like looks out like a window to like the sky. It's like, it is strange. We can fly, we can see the world, but I have lived here my whole life. I have gone from it, sure, on expeditions to see this island, but I've never truly been by myself alone in the world.
That's okay. There's always tomorrow.
Yeah, like thinks about this is like, you are right, Sky. There is always tomorrow. He kind of like claps you on the shoulder and like heads off. And yeah,
I smile after him and then head back to the others with my journal back.
And yeah, night passes and you guys have a good, nice long rest. And yeah, the morning comes. What keep up to? You still kind of go for breakfast or?
I guess.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah, as you guys kind of sitting around having breakfast, the same kind of porridge stuff if you want. This guy, Vizan comes down again. He's like, whenever you're ready, Asara is up. She is happy to meet with you.
I kind of eye my sort of 2/3 finished bowl of porridge oats or whatever, and just kind of push it aside and say, "I'm as ready as I'll ever be." Ever looked at everyone else.
He nods, and he kind of, and like Gao kind of talks up as like, "So I'm coming as well."
If that's okay, I kind of look to Razan. I figured Ashara might have a better idea of what to do with this one.
Yeah, Razan kind of says, he's like, indeed. He kind of turns, he's like, your name is Gao, yes? Gao, I hate for playing both. I was like waiting for you guys to answer. I'm like, wait a second. Like, Gao's like, yeah, that's me. He's like, you will work in the monastery for today. As how I will see you this evening and discuss with you what you would like to do next. Gao's like, sounds okay. And like, Razan
I slap him on the back and hand him a broom. Like,
yeah, exactly. Razan has one in his hand, Gao kind of like wanders off to do some sweeping. Yeah, you guys.
Never need to meet him again.
You guys go up to like, you're gonna meet her just like upstairs in the monastery.
Okay, I need to run to the loo real quick before we.
Okay. Sounds good.
I'm sure Gal will show up for the final battle.
Mm-hmm.
You are
Yeah,
most valuable.
he was secretly the last boss
Oh,
this entire
Make it
time.
obvious? Nah.
Yeah, the Medusa was actually a really good person. He was meant to petrify him forever. We messed everything up.
Makes sense.
Yep.
so fucking hot, man.
Really? What's your weather there?
Yeah, it's so hot here.
Dude,
as
I
well.
wish it was hot here. 13 degrees where I am.
Let me check.
Nice.
I got 20 right now.
You think going to
27 here.
You think Cologne should be
Yeah,
really hot?
same. It's also same.
Dude, I wish you were 27.
It's gonna be 27 first.
Yeah, August.
How long until we all
August.
die to global warming? Oh. Tomorrow.
Not
Do
20.
you live like on high elevation, or are you gonna be fucked in it for like 20 years?
Jack's fucked.
Well, I mean,
I
not
live
all
on
like
the
you're by
only
yourself in that.
high elevation we have.
Oh, so you're gonna. The property your like family have is gonna be real valuable. Like,
Yeah, no, it's gonna get taken by the rebels. Also, my sound is lying like 5 seconds, so 1 second, resetting headset. And back.
Scotland has a mountain.
it has a mountain. Yeah.
Yeah, aim out.
No, it's very hilly, not a very huge mountain, but very very hilly.
Okay. I mean,
But it's
I
also
thought
got a lot of
I thought the British Isles were pretty high up.
British Isles. What do you mean high up?
You had a lot of like
like the cliffs
like
of
high
Dover and
coast.
shit like that.
High cliffs. I guess. I don't know.
Hey.
The elevation where I am is 18 meters apparently, so not that high up.
Okay, conversation with a shower. That means fresh line in the notebook.
Nice. Okay, so yeah, she, you knock on the door. She welcomes you in. She's sitting there, by herself in this room. Yeah, she's like, "Ah, please, my friends, come in.
Hello, Ashara.
About
Hi, pleasure to see you all again."
How's your week been?
She kind of smiles, like, not as eventful as you heard, not as eventful as yours, I've heard, based on the rowdiness last night.
I kind of think back to the level of rowdiness that was compared to like what I'd consider to sort of actually be rowdy. And I just sort of diplomatically yes, we did celebrate rather hard, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
But it was for good reason. We cleared the evil in the Temple of Nangalore, and we have slain a mighty T-Rex.
That is most impressive deeds. Must congratulate you. You say the evil in Nangalore is no more?
Yes,
The
but
Eblis is gone?
the Iblis is gone, and the Medusa who controlled them is also gone.
She kind of raises an eyebrow. She's like, a Medusa?
Yes.
Indeed. It would yeah.
Oh, go on.
It would seem that the queen that Nangalore was once built for was cursed there.
It's like, I see. I'm sorry for sending you into such danger.
We all survived. Also, the garden itself is quite dangerous. So if any of you are ever going to go there, I would still do so with utmost caution.
I see, but yes, now if it is truly safe from at least from one evil of Medusa and Eblis, perhaps I will see if we can make it into an area that is no longer a terror and instead a place of beauty once more.
And make no apology for the presence of the monster. She was the one who traded with us for the Black Orchid. If she hadn't been there, it might not have grown there at all. We didn't see it growing naturally anywhere.
I was like, I see. I admit the only mentions of it I've seen are in old scrolls about the rituals we perform here. So perhaps
Alas,
back then there was another way.
I fear if you were to look there now, you may fail to find such a flower. This may be the last at least to come from Nangalore.
I see. I guess in that case, we better make this ritual count.
I kind of just grin because I'm really excited. I
I
can't
present
contain it.
the flower and put it on the table, and then wonderful.
Is it in a pot?
ritualistic
Have we found a pot for it?
Yeah, it was in a pot, but it was good.
Yeah.
The whole thing was just covered. Okay.
She grew it in a little clay pot.
Nice.
Yeah, she's like, oh, it's beautiful. She kind of takes it and looks at it. It will certainly suffice. She thinks she's like, how soon do you wish to leave?
I look to the others and say, well, we should probably make a decision about exactly where we'll go once we have the gift. I turn to Ashara and say, could you possibly tell us more about it? How fast will we be able to fly? We need. Sorry, I don't mean to be demanding, but
Of
course.
I believe I've never seen the ritual done in my lifetime, but from the notes I have, I believe it simply takes a gift that their gods gave us and gives them onto you. So I believe it should be the same.
So we should grow wings.
You will. Things you will. She's frowned. I'm not sure in the note ever mention it. I don't know if you will have them physically. I believe they may be there.
Do you know if the flying will cause us effort? Or will we be limited by our endurance as to how long we can fly each day, as you would be, or will we simply float along without a care in the world, like a cloud?
She's like, I believe it will still take effort, but I am not sure. It is again. I did not
Well,
build
that
that in my lifetime.
seems a fair deal. If we're to receive the same blessing as you, I suppose the same rules would apply.
No matter, we have rested long enough. Your gifts will
How
be most kind.
how fast can your people travel, if you don't mind me asking? How long would it take, for example, to reach Firefinger from here? If you or Razan were to make the journey.
Me or Razan make the journey. Firefinger. She's like Firefinger. We could perhaps journey to in 2 days' time.
I see. That is pretty fast.
It's like indeed. I know if we count it with. She's like I know miles. We use them for traveling fast distances. She's saying if we are going as fast as we can, we could perhaps travel 40 in a day.
That's quite far.
She nods. She's like, indeed. Well, especially once you are above the jungle, there are little distractions and much more difficult to get lost.
I pull out my map then, and we were at a table, right? I remember where we met her last time. Was kind of like at a okay. So I'll lay it out fully for our view of Chult, so the party can plot.
Now
And
you're
say,
on it,
okay.
right? Like I did.
Yeah, exactly. I say.
Mhm.
So let us consider every place of interest we are aware of. I'll also get out my journal and kind of flick through the pages one by one.
Do we know on the map where Ohumu is or was? I don't see it.
It's no. I feel like
It's
It's
somewhere
I
in
had
the
a
like
southern
feeling
mountains.
it was like
now.
Are
down.
you asking this? Are you asking this in game? Or
Yeah, actually, well, yeah, that's a good point. I think that we would ask Ashara.
Yeah,
We'd say,
definitely.
do you know roughly where on this map Omu would be situated? It would help if we didn't have to spend days flying
she's like
around.
she kind of nods. Like indeed, I do. Occasionally, we send scouts from Kursabal there to investigate the area to make sure there's no new threats and the gargoyles are not waiting a force, so to say. She kind of looks down. She marks a spot on the map.
Nice.
And she said, "There you go."
Yeah, okay.
She's like, "I believe it is situated here. It is quite easy to see from the sky, but it is difficult from the jungle."
A bit over 200 miles, approximately. Or approximately 200 miles.
She nods. Like, indeed, it would perhaps take our people 5 days to fly there.
I believe the evil to be there, but if you know of any other places that might host evil artifacts, please, other one, point us in that direction.
She kind of thinks she's like, kind of like shakes her head on it. There are many dangerous places in Chult, that is to be sure, but a place where the gods have left the land and evil seems to come from the ground and stink the air. No, that would be Omu.
I see.
As you kind of do, it's kind of looking at the map like Azaka sort of like speaks up as you kind of mentioned. She's like, she kind of says, she's like, I'm sorry, I'm just as I noticed, Oralunga is not precisely there, and she kind of like she points to a new spot. She's like, it is, to my knowledge, I think in this spot, and she kind of like puts her finger on the map. Well, yeah, she's saying like she kind of points slightly differently. She points to here.
But that's way different.
Way different.
Cool.
Way far. But we only knew it was.
I erased my
Orlonga.
pencil markings.
Yeah,
Do you have
we've
a
only
name
knew
for
West
it?
of Mbala.
Okay, nice.
So.
Okay.
Okay.
So I say, well, hampered then by the physical limitations of.
That's it's not
the-
actually that far because for some reason that does hex. If you do no snapping and do it, that's actually more accurate. So you can see that's
Oh,
actually
I
like
see.
24.
Okay.
Okay.
And because you're flying at the butterflies, it will be this distance, not like based on the
Yeah,
actual
yeah.
hex. Yeah.
So I say
So, Toyota 20, 40 miles a day?
we could reach
Take you 5
Oralunga
days.
from
Uh,
here, and then
Let's see.
make it to, or most of the way, if not all of the way, to where we know the shield construct to be, which also happens to be in the direction of Port Nyanzaru.
Mm. And
It
whilst
does then rather raise a question of how we would get to Omu.
is there maybe we can take a boat to
Chiku?
Shilku? Is that possible? I looked at Saka
Didn't-
from port. Is it possible
She
to take
kinda
a
says, "I
port
have no
around the
clue.
island?
I'm afraid I wouldn't know. I'm not sure exactly how many boats go from Port Nyanzaru. I have not been there for.
I suppose we could also always ask the merchant prince.
There was a great sea monster in the bay, wasn't there? Was it blocking ships from passing?
If it were, then no ships would leave and come, would they?
There was a giant sea turtle, but from what I saw, it did not block the passage of the ships.
Azaka sort of, she kind of turns to you like, I have never really asked how. You say time is important, but how important is it?
We don't
How
have
much-
we don't have a fixed time frame to work with. It's just an increasing risk. The longer we take, the more likely it is that. Well, I mean, as our commander also said, every day more and more people die who rely on resurrection
your-
magic to keep themselves
Your
alive.
employer was affected by this, correct?
Yes, her case, she has not given us a specific time frame. I would not like to judge. She said, may in the order of weeks or months. Certainly not years.
Taken like 3 weeks already, right? Something like that? In total?
Yeah, about that. About 20 days, I think. I'm not sure exactly based on today, on this session, but yeah, at least. Yeah, Azaka kind of nods like, I cannot. It is not my place to counsel you one way or another. I will say that if you wish to, she likes these things from to go from Vaughan. She's like frowned, like she doesn't actually know the place, to Port Nanzaru, that, and then back. That would add on at least. Oh, it would almost take 2 weeks to travel from Vaughan to Port Nanzaru at least.
But if we are capable of taking a boat from Port Nyanzaru to the south, it might save us many days. A ship out in the open sea is far faster than us walking in the forest.
She kind of nods. She's like, indeed, if you are traveling to Vaughan, I guess that makes sense. She kind of shouts at it, but what is Vaughan? I have never heard of such a place.
Vaughan is a person that whose journal was found there. We simply marked it
Yes,
according to his
Mr.
name.
Atamu, I say, reading from my notes, Mr. Atamu, that is the trade prince in Port Nyanzaru, who is hosting our employer, told us about a magical construct in the jungle called a shield guardian named Vaughan. It's lost
Oh, it
somewhere.
was the construct of Cold War.
He gave us the journal of Vaughan's old master. Actually, I might have copied this down wrong. I think this is how it is.
I think you're right.
Mhm.
He gave us the journal of Vaughan's old master, giving the approximate location where it would be found, and we marked it here. I point to the map. And he asked if we could find Vaughan for him. It's not a particularly important thing to be getting on with, and honestly, considering the time frame we're working with, I honestly think we should go straight from Orolunga towards Omu. Make it as far as you can with flight, and then land and proceed the rest of the way on foot.
Let us wait with this decision to see what advice and insight we gain from Orolunga.
That's true. We should decide where to go after Orolunga once we have been there. I turn to Ashara and say, Ashara, this gift of the ritual is already more than we could possibly have hoped for when we came to visit Kasabal, admittedly merely out of the curiosity to see you and your people. Would you possibly do us one more favor? I don't know how far and wide your people range, but if there's any way that you could get a message for us to Port Nyanzaru, to our employer, I feel like we owe it to her to update her on exactly how far we've come and where we are going.
If there are those among you that are interested in coin, we have enough of it.
I have diamonds and jewels galore. I could make a conventionally rich person out of anyone who would fly it for me, although I know your people, as mine, care little for such material wealth.
Chicanos like that is true. However, sometimes there are certain materials or objects which we occasionally need to venture to put into trade, and they do indeed prefer material value. Kind of frowns like I believe we would better, maybe not instantly, but at least within a week, we may be able to send someone forth who would be willing to make the journey.
Within a week or two is absolutely fine. I could with these. I produce like the 2 diamonds, and I say these 2 diamonds. The once monarch of Omu was willing to trade for her black orchid. I suppose one of them is probably fair compensation.
She kind of reaches out to take one, just like one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I offer.
She like has a look at like, this is a beautiful gem. It would certainly suffice.
I was thinking of making a hat with one of them.
Yeah, does like a small smile. It would be very fetching, but also
They catch the light.
Yeah. Yeah, she's like, we can arrange this.
Take a diamond off the character sheet. By just trading in diamonds, it's like I'm a fucking
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 rich boy.
drug
Gonna-
or something.
Gotta see it back, right? Once we get the ritual.
Oh no.
Once we do something to piss these people off, we can.
We're gonna be the saviors of this island. It's fine.
The main reason I wanted to return to Port Nanturi was for the purchase of ritual spells, and the ritual to find a familiar. It might also be possible that the Wise Garden of Orlunga, the instruments necessary for the second thing.
Anything else close? This is just a gorge, right? Mbala? What was Mbala again? Anybody know?
Mbala was just the place of reference that Orlunga was west of. We don't really know much about
Yeah,
Mbala.
you haven't got any.
Probably
visual
like
from it.
a town, right?
Might be a ruin though.
There's a lot of ruins going around.
I mean, yeah, if Mesro's a ruin, like a mile might be.
Everything.
But it's not the undead zone, so.
You talking about this in game or?
Yeah, yeah. I ask.
Yeah, I guess
I guess both of them, Ashara, and. Sorry, we know little of your realm. We are rather new here.
She kind of like Ambala like pauses before saying anything, like she doesn't really want to talk about it. She's like, Ambala is was once a village on a plateau, but I've heard rumors in recent years that the villages have been wiped out by something. I'm not sure what. Although I've heard stories that he kind of like pauses, like she kind of looks like to Asara, like she doesn't want to say. She's like, I have once heard that there is someone there who has the ability to bring the dead back to life. I've heard stories of those who have lost.
He's probably having a bad time right now.
I've heard stories about those in Ponyanzaru who have lost a loved one and taken the pilgrimage there to restore them. However, it is to my tribe at least, a forbidden place.
The Guardian of Orlunga probably knows more, being closer in proximity.
I think our most direct stop should be Orolunga, and as Alcamenos says, once we've heard what his wise guardian might have to say, we should from there decide where our next destination should be.
Agreed.
I thought I was just like, well, it is of course your decision, but do you wish for the ritual to be done at once?
Yes, without delay. Please, we can. If we could still get a full day's travel out of today, that would be ideal.
She knows it should not take long to set up. Please, if you will meet in the ground floor. And you're in the monastery now. You know how there's like that big kind of symbol on the ground floor of the monastery?
Yeah.
And like when you walked in, it's like, that's where she kind of like, tells you to go to that room.
Need a hand with anything? I could draw a mean chalk circle.
She's like, no, it will require a few assistants, but there are many here who will suffice. Okay, so
Suffice. She says in a sinister way, like.
I don't know.
Slitty.
So she kind of like you kind of all head downstairs, and she like she talks to like a few people, and yeah, she kind of like there's like she kind of talks like it looks like 7 other people, and they kind of like kind of standing around the sides of the side of the room, and she's like, please just sit down on the symbol, and the 5 of you
Yep.
all
I
sit.
sit down. Also, as I sit
I
down, I'm
sit
like
down.
writing the note that I want delivered to.
Okay, yeah, sure. You're like whatever.
Which I'll give you. I'll give you later. You just do it. I'll
Yeah.
poke me if I
yeah.
need to do anything.
Yeah. So yeah, she starts like she like grabs the orc and she has like a mortar and pestle, and she basically like grinds into like a powder and stuff. And you can hear as she starts to do this, all the cropping around you basically start to chant like quietly, but then like as she continues in ritual, like as she gets closer and closer, the little chants build up, and it's certainly something outcrop and you're not sure what, but it's very sort of like repetitive and by Tom. He doesn't need to be ritual. It's kind of very repetitive and like monotone, but more just like just like almost like a beat to it. And after she grinds it to a powder, she inhales it. She kind of like puts her nose over the bowl and just like sniffs in deep, and like you can just
Taking it
see
for
it like in
herself.
nifty. Exactly. And after she inhales it, she kind of like keeps her eyes closed and like she starts like dancing basically in circles around you. And like as she does this, like the air starts to basically almost like like come alive with the wind, and you kind of like almost should feel like the magic like coursing through and make your like hair stand on end a little bit. And after this, like it takes almost like in terms like grinding its powder and like inhaling and all dancing and all the prayer going on, it maybe takes off like 10 minutes. And near the end, like when there's like after like 9 minutes or something, the prayer's really like gone up in sound. It's like really like loud, kind of not a scream, but almost like singing like melodic at the end. And as you kind of like finish the dance, you can basically see her wings actually just like disappear from her body. Like they basically like near the end they start like fading away and sort of like becoming more like spirity, I guess, before eventually they are just like gone. And like she just like kind of just she stands like without any sort of wings. And as you kind of like look around, you see where like the magic that was kind of in the air and coming on form. It almost looks like a form of like the magic, and the wind itself is taking on the shape. So it's not exactly a spirit, but as you kind of like look at the wind, it's almost like the air itself has formed the shape of a wing over all of your shoulders. So it's very hard to see unless you weren't almost like looking at it. You can almost see like almost like a shimmering in the air, like there is something there that is not like not natural.
Yeah.
And Azaha sort of like kind of like slumps in like some sort of apparent effort, like not to the ground, but her head sort of like definitely like falls down a bit, and she like bites herself, and she's like, "The ritual is done."
Go from
Oh,
sorry.
I help her up, and I
The gods have seen fit to.
I jump up and down.
Okay. Are you trying to put any sword into flying, or are you trying to jump normally?
First I just jump as hard as I can, and then I kind of jump and flap my
Make
arms.
it like 3 feet is a good bird.
Okay, yeah, and then I'm like, I try and just figure out how it works. Like the second
it's
time,
not
I'm like
actually flapping arms, it's more just like visualizing yourself flying. But
okay, yeah, and then like I get that on like the third try, and then I'm
yeah,
just
and like it takes like it does require like physical effort to say, like you can feel yourself doing it, but it's like an exertion, right? It's like how you're using your brain to tell your arms to move, right? It's like you got to figure out it's actually like telling your wings to move, and to, like believe that you actually have wings in a way.
Okay,
it's not
like
the same with the arm, but like you missed a cool ritual, Tom. But oh well.
I like fly into the wall and then like fall to like the matted floor, like ow.
Yeah, it works.
I go up to her and kneel, and I say, "I thank you. This ritual honors me greatly."
She nods. I trust you. You will all use it well and bring honor to the Arakokan.
I do hope that you will regain your flight in the end of the week.
She nods. It's like a note to say that I am simply giving my power to you for now, and once the power is seen fit to return, I will gain my wings.
I run out onto the balcony and jump off.
Alright.
You die.
You drop off, and okay.
I want to like swoop down low and like fly near the treetops, like dramatic like.
Okay, cool. Chris, as you kind of like dive down and you like kind of falling off, like it's amazing. It feels like incredible to you, and you've never felt anything.
Yeah,
it's insane.
I know.
But as you kind of like come down and you dive and you kind of circle back up, you kind of like just kind of like looking around, just enjoying yourself being in the sky.
Yeah.
You see that perhaps like 300 feet to like the south. You see what looks like quite a sizable group of outcropping. Let me roll one number.
300 feet to the south.
Okay, you see what maybe looks like about on the order like a 10, around a 10, like outcropping like flying away. And roll perception, Chris.
Flying away.
Oh no,
Okay,
flying
yeah.
away from something towards you. Sorry.
Oh, I see. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Sorry, what my character sheet did. Did I close away accident? No, I didn't. It's just
We're gonna have aerial combat the moment we.
ooh,
Oh.
nice.
21. Yeah. You see maybe like not that much further behind, but maybe like another 100 feet ish. There's a group of a similar number of like these kind of creatures in the air, and as you can, from what you can see of it, it looks like flying stone like sculptures of like some sort of like strange creature.
Oh no.
I've heard the term gargoyle a few times in
Yeah,
recent
you show your
days. I
picture of, like,
put
what
two
you-
and two together.
Yes.
I like call out to the. I call out to the others. I say gargoyles and like draw my bow and like fly off to do aerial combat with them.
Cool. Okay, I guess at this point we'll roll initiative.
I grab my trident.
You grab your trident.
Pretty my weapon.
I would be on my way out.
On your way out.
I'm waiting to roll initiative till I can select my token. And
Man, grasping arrow is going to be OP again.
Well,
I hope because I only can hurt them with my normal arrow, so I hope the grasping arrow.
we're gonna do
If only I can hex someone that you're grasping out.
We're gonna say, Chris, you were like quite far. You flew down, so you're probably like a good 100 feet out of there already or something.
100 feet. I don't
Yeah,
know
you.
about that.
So awkward. Dude, you know when we didn't use battle
Wait, just
maps?
make the map bigger. Just make the
We're
fucking map
We're
bigger.
not using battle maps.
Okay,
yeah,
fine.
just use the imagination.
Exactly.
Okay, well, I'm going to use my token to track my
Fucking-
HP and stuff.
Just
But
saying,
like,
it's more cool. Okay.
sure. Yeah.
But I
Fuck,
yeah, I
fuck
mean,
distances
we're
and
gonna-
shit.
we're
Just
gonna
be
get-
approximately right.
Yeah, right.
So why do I
it's a shit,
47
it's
out of
a
42?
fun game. 47, nice man.
Just
Right.
use common sense, right? If you were just like if you just flew up to someone and used a spell with 120 foot range, then you're 120 feet away from them, right? That makes
Right,
sense.
like who gives a shit?
Ooh,
And then you can just figure out. So if next time you want to do something that's like a 60 foot range, you got to get 60 feet closer. Speaking of which,
That
what's
was
my flying speed? Oh wow,
30
nice
feet.
initiative.
30 feet.
30 feet what? Ruined.
Ruined. Okay.
Okay, but I can still use my cat dash with my wings, right?
What's the wording of it?
doesn't say anything about using your legs.
So I guess I can't reset it while I'm flying because I can't not move while I'm flying, right? But I can use it. I can use it once in flight, and then I have to land to use it again.
Okay,
Don't you
sure. Doesn't really make any sense, but I guess that's how it's worded. Yeah. Double your speed. Yeah, I guess.
It's just in the nature of my movement,
Uh-huh.
regardless of what form that movement takes. I could do it while I was
Okay.
swimming.
Yeah, but I mean, based on how said you got to gain the ability to fly, it doesn't make sense. But yeah. Technically, it's fine. Like Chris. Okay. Oh no, I said I wasn't new to it. Okay. So there's like there was like a good amount of Orc like flying back towards looks like towards the safety of Kurzbauer where to get reinforcements, and there's like a good number of gargoyles behind.
Are they coming from where Omu would
They're
be?
coming from the south. It's very hard to tell exactly if they're coming in the direction.
Okay, they come from the south for some reason. Like when I met.
Wait, has anyone rolled initiative? No, yet. Leading everyone.
Oof, what? No, what did I
No, we had
Yeah.
the initiative
It was
correct
all
already.
good. It was all good.
It was literally correct.
Guys, we have no
Come on.
choice but to re-roll, guys.
No, getting my 22 back.
I'm getting my fucking 20. Don't even think about it.
No. Everyone reroll.
I'm keeping it 17.
Yeah, where is?
Let's just say because of this we had advantage on initiative. I can choose a better.
I don't know about that one.
You try to.
Okay, that's all of them. Man, some of them suck.
Well, there's a lot of them,
How
so-
Cochrane can all go on the same fucking action.
Can you make it earlies?
Too many of these fucks.
That's fine. No, like allies acting because like it doesn't. The problem with enemies all acting on the same initiative is like the kind of weird way the action economy works out,
Yeah,
of just
yeah.
like 1,000 happening at one time can really fuck a player over.
Fucking
But it doesn't really matter if it fucks an NPC over,
like fucking
right?
7 of them like basically acted once because of how he rolled. So like,
Yeah, but
Alright,
like
alright.
it's like it doesn't matter if like you fuck an NPC over by just like making a bunch
you
of
flew back to
exactly
get
once,
your bow, right? Okay, so you're basically in the room with them actually. Okay, so you guys are basically all just like.
I mean, I would have had my bow with me.
You would have. Okay.
Yeah, it's always. On
we
me.
were
Okay,
planning
okay,
to
so-
head out.
But did you not? You flew back to tell them, right?
I just shout. I guess yeah, I would have shouted out, but I was like 100 feet away. I guess 100 feet was a fair estimate.
Yeah, because I mean, you
Probably
would have done that maybe lowered like originally.
Like swoop back out. So I'm probably like 100 feet out on like 20 feet down relative to them. And
We're not gonna care about that.
but like that's just relatively
Yeah,
where
yeah,
I'm imagining
yeah.
my position to be.
Sure. Oh, let me get that on me.
Ah.
Yeah, Sky, so what are you doing, children? And,
Okay.
These things about 400 feet back. No,
400.
you flew back to like 350, we'll say.
350.
From, but
Okay.
yeah, from
What's
from
I
you.
don't remember what longbow range is.
It's 100, 600, 150, 600, I think.
150, 600. Okay. So I want to fly 30 feet closer to them.
Okay.
Um,
Everyone keep track of bow relative distances. Bow, be really rough.
in fact, I'll just fly 60 feet closer to them for now. I don't want.
Okay.
I got like limited arrows here.
Richard, your turn.
Okay, I would.
I'm gonna write
Jump.
down about how far you are, Chris. Just you,
Sure.
You
Yeah,
know
just-
what?
Yeah.
390.
My strategy is
You got
basically
that
going to be
close,
to get within 150 feet of like one gargoyle and have all the others further away. So like the nearest gargoyle is 150 feet
Yeah,
away,
yeah,
and then just attack him.
Richard,
And then
Martin?
like if he comes near,
I-
I'll fly back, and you know.
Jumping up the edge of Curse Ball and flying 60 feet.
Okay, so you're 490.
It's like, wait, no, I cast bless at level 1 and only affected
These
3 people.
These gargoyles just run forward, or just fly forward and run. They have... Oh, they are fast. Holy shit. Okay, they like start almost like catching up with the Outcropping in a way.
Ooh, what?
2 of them... Hey,
Good
they have
stuff.
60 fly speed?
What the fuck? What did the
Right.
Aarakocra have?
30. Yeah.
Oh, lol. I can
No,
ruin-
no, Outcropping have 50. Yeah, you guys.
How come
get
we don't
30, I
have
guess.
50?
I don't know,
What?
it says in the rules you get 30, Chris.
Oh, that's bullshit.
I didn't make the module, you get 30.
Okay, at least I get my cat thing.
Okay, so they're barely catching up with the gargoyles. So 2 of the gargoyles are now 120 less, so 270 away from you, Chris. Zeno.
Yeah, I try out my wings.
Mm-hmm. Hey, what?
Yeah, I fly like closer to what's the distance between like us and
From where you are on the road to them, it is
Sky mostly.
what's that?
How far away is Sky for now?
Sky from them or from you?
From us for now.
160.
160. Yeah, I'll just fly out over to Sky with my.
Okay, you're almost like a level pace with Richard. One more, the gargoyle is close at the distance. Alcomendos.
The battle's gonna be over before I reach them, but I'm gonna also jump off and try
Okay.
my wings. I'm imagining my flying to be as if I'm a scuba diver, just like paddling with my feet.
Nice.
Guys.
Yeah.
Guys, don't get knocked in this fight. It's a really bad time to get knocked.
You're not wrong. Did to consider it. But I'm a Triton barbarian, so I rush 6 feet.
You're like, aha, I am a fish of the air!
A flying fish, if you will.
Okay, gargoyles all coming closer. As you kind of get closer, you see that like some are like slightly hurt. Obviously, from like when they're flying back, they probably got like peppered with stuff. But like that's it varies on some of them. Some of them seem pretty unscathed. Some seem like more wounded. Yeah, and just like all of them are fucking flying closer, basically.
Okay, so the gargoyles, they've like double moved. So they double moved last turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You said they were 270 from me? So like, I estimate that like if I hold this position, they'll fly into my range, like on their
If
next
they
move,
all
right?
double move, yeah.
Yeah. Do they have to double move to catch up with the Aarakocra? I can't remember how far behind they are.
They're only gaining 20 feet around, so Dakar can keep flying.
Okay.
They're not going to even reach them before they get to Cursabel.
Okay, sure. So, yeah. So I'll just pull left and like kind of start flying, like kind of lazy circle around where I imagine the fight is gonna take. Like a big circle. It's gonna take like tens of turns to probably finish. So, just to maintain distance, and then I'll prepare an action to shoot at a gargoyle after it moves.
Okay.
After it
So-
stopped moving.
Richard?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Wait, I'll just say that now these are all literally one closer, so that is now 370 for you guys, and 270.
Nice map.
yeah. Get close to the Curse of Baal guy, as I go 30 feet forward, and I will
So you're
start.
340.
Yeah, and I will stay in that area, and I will be just ready to Eldritch Blast things that come too close.
You ready? And now just blast. Okay. Two more for like fly or their movement, Chris. So you take a shot the first one.
Yeah. The first one to come into regular range of me, I'll take
It's
pot shot
this
at.
one. Blah, blah, blah. You see, it's like there's a slight chip on his shoulder. You can see, but
Okay.
he has a chip on his
Chip on
shoulder.
his shoulder.
Exactly.
Okay, let's have a go.
Yeah,
That's a go.
Does it deal any damage to him?
Yes, it doesn't seem maybe as effective now it would normally be due to the fact it's stone, but it does like take a chip out of it.
Only he were terror folk.
Are they carrying weapons by the way?
Yeah. Oh no, sorry, no.
There's-
Goblins don't have weapons. They have big looking claws and teeth.
Yeah.
I will flex my arcane will and cause a grasping effect to occur.
Okay.
Pow. So the 2d6 poison. Do you take
Unfortunately, no.
that? Oh, what a shame.
No immune to poison.
Such a shame.
But it does have the athletics check. Okay. I always forget this slashing damage wouldn't count as magic, right?
I don't think so.
Because you're conjuring you're conjuring
Yeah.
a real thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The other one moved forwards as well. So they're just like now there's two in the middle, 150 from you.
Cool.
Do you know? The closest, there's two near you that are 250 feet away. The rest are another 120 behind that.
It doesn't do much for me.
Yeah.
Used to go quieter.
Yeah, it was real loud.
Ah.
So you can
Hey,
take a
bro. Or so I was thinking.
No, I'm just gonna like. Wait, so how far away is now? Is Sky away from?
Sky is 150 away from the two at the front and 100 away from you.
Dude, you're so close to the clouds, you're gonna do so much thunder damage.
Yes.
If only it worked like that.
Behind the
Don't work
cloud.
that way. Yeah, I'm just gonna double move towards Sky.
Okay. So you are only 40 feet behind Sky. Cool. Wait, Richard, did I skip your turn?
No.
you moved 30 and then
mm.
yeah. Okay, so you're 30 closer. Xeno's 20 closer. Okay. One more gargoyles, flying closer. Now come in, Loss.
I move 60 feet closer.
Mhm.
That means I'm next to who?
Xeno.
Xeno. And they're like 100. Okay, yeah.
What is
that's fine.
Osaka doing, by the way?
Not there.
Level initiative for her. Damn.
Nope.
She
Was she
is.
with us? She did the ritual, right? Or not?
Yeah, she did ritual. She did
Okay.
ritual.
Thank you.
Sorry, she'd been doing the same thing too. She's like level with Xeno, and I'll just roll into initiative. Wait, what are you doing,
Alright.
Marcus?
Yeah, no, I'm going 6 feet, trident out, Supermaning.
Okay, so you're in pace with well, you will
Yeah.
be when fucking what's the name gets there. You'll be in pace with
Zaka.
Azaka and Xeno. The other two gargoyles fight closer, and then yeah, Azaka's now clip range with you. And then the other ones fly closer. At this point, they're pretty close to Ara Croc, and like the ones that have flown up, they're like basically like within 20 feet about from like the big group, and like all of them apart from one. Some of the like a few of the Ara Croc can like turn and throw spears at them, not spears, javelins, I guess. So roll to hit with those, like against the ones that are in range. We'll say that like say 5 of them do it. Yeah, that's how many like that's sort of in range. Ooh, that hits 3 damage.
Magical spears, obviously.
Oh yeah, shouldn't have taken off 3. Thanks, Jacob. Round down. That misses.
Okay, 16 hits, 14 misses. Good to
Good
know.
work, Podtrack. Okay, one of them is a decent shot. And like, so there's a few of them that are like basically like maybe only 30, 40 feet away from the gargoyles at this point, and like 5 more that are like flown further back, so it's still like another 100 feet. So a few that might be engaged too. Another couple catch up. Alright, Sky, so to you, they are all now 150 feet away.
Okay. And are they in the formation that they're shown? So, like,
Roughly.
roughly, yeah, okay. For the purposes of determining AoE from an arrow that does AoE damage.
Yeah, sure.
Sure, sweet. Okay, so,
There's a 220 and they're 1.
like, everything within 10 feet of this guy includes this.
Yeah, okay. Which guy are you hitting, Sway?
So, like, if I shoot at this guy, I'm trying to determine not this guy, but
Those
these
two.
two,
So 5 in total?
and this guy, not this guy, and this.
Yeah, that'll be nice. Okay.
Sure.
So
So
it
1,
hits
2, 3,
5.
4, 5.
Okay.
Yeah, that seems fair. Okay, I'll take. I'll continuing to maintain. Oh, but actually, before I move, I'll shoot.
Yeah, but if
Um,
you miss, definitely.
yeah. That's a fair point. So shot. Ooh,
That misses.
13. That misses. Spang. Okay, I'll miss and then I'll fly, like continuing to sort of fly, like around and away from Cursabal, so to the left.
Okay.
But I'll back off a bit. So
Back
30
off a
feet.
bit. Okay.
Yeah, 30 feet out from them. Yeah,
Okay.
away.
So you're 180 now. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Richard. They are
I
220
will-
from you, like this group.
Okay, the gargoyle's 220.
Mhm.
How close are and those were 30 feet, right? The bird.
Like 5 of them are like 30 feet from the gargoyles, and the other
Okay,
5
so
are
they're
like,
180
The other
from
5 are
me.
like real close to you now. The other 5 are like basically like just maybe a bit less than 100 feet from you.
Okay, then I'll fly forward. Yeah, Sky should be 6 feet away from me now, so I'll fly to Sky.
Wait, no, he's way further away than that from you. Why would
No,
he?
he was
Yeah.
one. He was.
He is at 150. You are at 220. He was 100 feet away when this first started.
Oh yeah, I'm 220. He's 180 now, so
He's
I
150
fly
now.
someone 30 feet away.
He's actually from them he is 150. He's 180. Yeah. He's
Yeah.
backwards, yeah. So you're 40 feet away from him.
Okay.
Well,
yeah.
but I've like kind of been flying also along and
like,
around all this
yeah.
time, so like I'm like some distance away from you guys.
Mhm.
But like out tangentially to the left rather than like towards the.
Just what are you trying to do, Richard? Tell me what you're trying to do. Like if
I'm
if
flying
we're not
towards
really using
Sky.
that for scale, there's no point trying to find all things. Okay, you're flying towards Sky. Perfect. You're now 60 foot close to Sky. Gargoyle, one of them one of them actually like goes over and basically flies within like reach of the Outcock and starts like attacking it. He tries to bite an Outcock. That hits. Let's see. Let's say it's one at the front. Tries to claw it. Hits again. One of the Outcockens it's like really hurt as like this gargoyle just like basically like just like kind of caught it in the air and just like biting and tearing at the feathers. Do you know?
How close is the closest gargoyle now?
So this one that flew forward, this one to you would be like
Like
150 maybe. Because it moved half this one. Yeah, you guys were 190, then it moved for like 40 feet. Yeah, so 150.
And it's fighting Aircock.
Yeah, there's one that's like close and all the others just fighting an Outcock.
Actually, the left distances get kind of easy because it's just like it's whichever distance is the greatest magnitude, right? So I moved left for 3 turns, so I've moved 90 feet that way. So if you double move towards me, pod track, just 30 feet away from me now.
No.
Actually, yeah.
Are the other gargoyles like going the same direction like the other cockers, or
Yeah, it looks
like
it.
still like was anyone like diverting for Sky or anything like that?
No one's diverting towards Sky.
Not yet.
150 away. Yeah, double move towards the fight. I guess that was the one.
Yeah,
that's-
Cochran's? Okay.
Fight. Yeah.
Like, yeah, you move 60 forward, so like 6 feet. Yeah, that's like within like 90 feet of you now.
Mhm.
2 more. Yeah. Some of these ones were like slightly further behind, so we'll say those two just like are basically they double move and just basically end up like in amongst the Cochran's, right? Like there's basically a swarm of them in like like a flock of Cochran's and a flock of gargoyles. 2 more like basically joined, but they use their full flight to basically get it into the other ones.
Okay.
Alchemindus?
That's 150 feet away from me. I move 30 feet up, so they're 120 feet away.
Yeah.
I will grab my horn and cast Fog Cloud on that group, on that whole mix.
Okay.
And I hope the birds know their way home.
Pigeon always finds its way home. Ancient Triton saying.
They
Who
see
did you
pigeons.
grasping arrow, by the way?
Oh
The first.
Grasping arrow. Which one was that on, Chris?
The
Whichever
furthest
one.
one forward?
Farthest one
shit,
forward,
yeah. Fuck, my bad. I completely forgot.
he like notices. How many times? How times have you moved
it
with
just
this
takes
shit?
damage. It's gone once only.
Only once. Okay, nice.
Yeah. So did roll 2d6.
2d6.
It doesn't
more
try
magical.
to.
or
This is the one
spike.
that's fighting the current. What's it called?
Nice.
So 4. Okay.
He's also 10 feet slower, so like.
Yeah, but I said he moved 40 feet, and
Yeah,
they have
sure,
50 feet, or
sure.
they have 60 feet fly actually.
Yeah.
Aquanos, yeah, you were doing a fog cloud. Did you move up at all, or just stay down?
Yeah, 30 feet.
Oh yeah, but you had 30 feet. Yeah. Okay. 2 more good gargoyles come. These ones were close enough that by the time they're there, they're like basically on top, and they can get attacked. So they both attack different Arrow Cochrane. Misses. Hits. So one Arrow Cochrane has another guy on him. And then the other gargoyle attacks another Arrow Cochrane. Hits 3.
Disadvantage,
and then
right?
11.
Because of the fog cloud?
Oh yeah, the fog. Shit, I'm really bad at fear and stuff. You're right, disadvantage. So who would have missed? That would have
The other
missed.
one, I think.
Yeah, well, one of them would have missed. So they basically just like 2 of them like more fly, like just straight to fog, basically add the swarm. Azarka's turn. Azarka uses her longbow and tries to shoot at like some of the ones.
Okay.
Tries to like she kind of like flies up like 30 feet, so she's above it, and shoots at one of the gargoyles that is still not inside the fog. And I believe they're within 150 range at this point. If she flies like diagonally forward, she can go 30 feet forward as well. Yeah, I think that's enough. I'll say it is. 7 and 10. Okay. She hits a gargoyle, which is this one. -3, -5. Cool. It's Zarka's turn. So as like the ones that are still act, they look like they're they don't really fly directly in fog. They basically just like it's 30 feet radius, right? Or 20 feet radius. They basically
20
fly
feet
like
radius.
just above it. Like they're just trying to like fly above it, and like they still get like based on how diagonals work in this, they still get like 120 closer, I guess you guys. So now they're like these ones seem to be ignoring the outcrop in there either because it's too foggy to see them or whatever, and are coming for like the group of you like 3, I guess, with Sky didn't. Position follow Sky, and they are like now. You all move forward 30 feet as well, right? They're like 40 feet from you.
I think Xena moves 60.
So you move 60? Then they are only 10 feet from you, Xeno. 40 feet from the other 2. Yeah, that's all of them. Sky, your turn. You see, like, there are, how many did I say went in there? I believe I said 4, so we'll move these 4, which are, like, kind of in there now. They're kind of fucking around in there somewhere. And the rest of her, like, kind of come forward, so they're, like, above it, and, like, looks like they're flying straight at your friends.
Okay, so I can still do like 10-foot estimations from this group, right?
These ones are slightly tighter packed, will be nice, because, like, technically the ones that we're going for will say they're like that. Just
Okay,
checking
sure.
slightly.
So this,
I
if
mean,
I
they're
this
flying. It's
guy
a
I can
natural
hit.
sort of flying.
Yeah. So I can like 4. 4 sounds like a good number to be able to hit.
So like these four
So,
here.
I'll target the guy in the densest center of the clump
Okay.
and launch a shot. Wapow!
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, yep. And I'll give him the bursting arrow.
So he takes
Kaboom.
-3 piercing, and then 2d6
Come
force
on,
damage
give
for
me a
that.
good 2d6.
He's doing.
That's not a good 2d6.
No, well, yeah, the normal damage always is it, but they all, yeah, they seem to be all be affected by the normal force damage.
Nice. Okay. and then I'll just I'll maintain a distance of 150 feet from the closest gargoyle in that group as I fly out to the left, if I still can. They might be closer than that by now.
Of how much? Sorry?
If I can stay 150 feet away, as I kind of fly out left, I think they might have been closer than that now.
I think they're probably from you, maybe about
I've moved 4 times left now, so
maybe
120 feet.
Oh, you're 100. Okay, they'll be like 120 feet. But they're basically on top almost of the point now.
Yeah, that's just the vector.
So you're moving another 30 feet, right? So
yeah, so I'll keep moving. So I'm 120 out that way.
Okay, so I should be around 90 because I'm 30 away.
exactly.
You're 90. Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to use my action to use my Radiant Soul.
Ooh.
Yeah.
New ability.
And then I'm going to
double wings, huh?
Yeah, exactly. My 4-winged angel. Anyway.
That was his flying speed, right?
I was considering making that joke, but I thought you might be like, oh yeah.
I wasn't joking.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I didn't make the joke.
And then I'm going to hex the gargoyle that looks the most hurt within 90 feet of me. So I guess one of the ones that Sky's been.
No, it's this one. Yeah, the one Sky. Oh, the one that got one of the ones got hit by Sky's.
Oh, I'm gonna hex
You're
it.
gonna hex it. Okay, I'll put on its little thing.
Strength.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, what save? Strength. Okay.
The one that's actually entangled is in the fog. So.
Maybe.
Okay. One of the gargoyles inside. Tries to attack. It was actually attack. This was the one that was attacking the low one actually. So it's there, but that isn't what it's setting. But it's trying to attack, but it had disadvantage. It's weird, right? Because technically it's not using any movement, but it's having a.
But it has to move.
But it doesn't, right? It doesn't have to move. Because if you stay still where you're flying, you're not actually moving. But it should be.
I would rule that you're not moving, but I can see the argument that you are moving. In.
Wait, for the purposes of the grasping, I think.
I would argue.
The movement of standing still while flying and move and fly forward.
Okay, so does a fish move when it's staying in the water like that? What?
No, but a fish doesn't need to fucking flap around its.
Okay,
yeah,
these are fucking magical flying creatures,
they
but
flap their wings.
Look,
I
would argue that you would need a hover speed if you want to be able to stay in place.
Hover speed.
Okay,
without
but then
actually moving.
if you guys are standing still and not actually moving, you should still be using your movement, so you should still be moving less, which isn't how it works, right? If you were standing still in the air while fighting, even if you're now copying, you don't use your movement to do that.
But I don't think you can just stand still in the air unless you have unless you can. It says
This
you
is
can.
exactly what I'm saying. Yeah.
But then
There's hover speeds in this.
I don't know, flying. Let's see what the 5-year-olds say about flying. Fly. Okay, so fly the spell obviously lets you hover, but it says okay. That's a good way of looking it up because this wiki's being slow to load. Fly spell 5e. Does the fly spell specifically say that you can hover? No, it just says gains a flying speed of 60 feet. So I guess you can. Yeah, I guess you can just stay still. And spell ends target falls with still often, it can stop the fall. Yeah.
Because also the way the spell is worded in Grasping Arrow, it says when it moves 1 foot or more, it's not moving.
Yeah.
It's saying where it is and flapping its wings.
Yeah.
It's still not moving at all. So
Sure.
yeah. It just doesn't really make it.
Yeah, in Pathfinder and stuff, there's rules about who can hover and what rates you can turn when you're flying and stuff.
Yeah.
Because the fly spell is with perfect maneuverability and stuff.
Yeah,
it's it's worded in the spell.
Yeah, people saying that there's no rule about needing. People apparently a lot of people make cover rules where you got use half your movement to fly to make sure you don't fall, but apparently it's written though. And it's just basically the only difference between hovering and flying is that if you're hovering and you get knocked out or something, you fall depending on how the hover is working.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, so this one is going to attack, but it won't move at all because it's coming in there. But it does have disadvantage because of the fog. So it misses with that, and misses with that. So you guys don't see this, but shit's happening in the cloud. Your turn.
Okay, so what are these distances again? What's the closest thing? How close are
10 feet away?
It's up to you. All of these, the closest one of these, pack is 10 feet to you.
10 feet to me, huh?
Yeah.
I can see them.
Yeah. No, you can see them. These ones above it. They're fucking just 10 feet in front of you.
Oh, yeah. I want to get as many as I can. Max damage shatter.
Okay, what's the range on Shadow?
The radius.
60 feet, I think. It's a 10-foot radius, but it's 60-foot range.
Oh yeah, sorry, I meant the radius. Yeah, you can.
It's 10-foot radius. Yeah, 10-foot radius.
10-foot radius. Okay, then you can. I think Chris already worked it out that that's probably the best one to hit, right? Oh no, that's 10 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, that's 5.
But Shatter can hit empty space, so
Yeah. Actually, free him from that one. You even look at him, but like the guy, because that guy diagonally so far away, but he's actually at 5.
So
Yeah,
wait,
you can
if it's
5.
fair, it hits 5 as well, right? Yeah, this is
Yeah.
probably the best one, Tom. If it's
I just want to say I'm so glad I said max damage.
Yeah.
that's not the best. Alright, so that's 24. It's Shadow worded that if they're made of inorganic, they have disadvantage.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So they have disadvantage on the con save. I'll go
That's
from like
pretty
clockwise.
sick.
Top.
And they're vulnerable to thunder damage, right?
Shame. Nope.
Just pile those.
Okay, so top right down. So disadvantage still passes.
Motherfucker.
Disadvantage still
Motherfucker.
passes. Fails.
Yeah.
Matter. Fails.
Fails.
Mattered.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jesus,
Okay,
that's
so the one at the top
pretty
takes half. So what's half of it? Sorry.
12.
12.
34.
Did one top? Yeah, but I mean it's a lot of damage. Like minus 12.
It's-
this
yeah,
one
it's
gets
12, 12,
minus
24,
12,
24,
like, it's just-
12.
yeah, I mean it's a shit ton of damage. Well, the one in the front,
50,
it's like what quoted one to you,
60.
is barely still standing. Like
No.
it's crumbling like to pieces
72.
from
72? Yeah.
Yeah, 72.
3, 4, 5. Wait, what's the... Okay, that was a failed well, minus 3. Oh yeah, one of the other ones, yeah, there's 2 now that are like maybe 1 and 2 HP. You know, just
Damn
put
it.
that way.
Just want to say it was my AoE, not yours.
Oh yeah, definitely. The one that's on one question, that's not in AoE. Okay, but one of the ones who are near at the back flies forward to like meet you in the air, as you know, and attacks you.
No.
This one
No.
back here. Look, I'm gonna chuck it right next to you. That's it.
It's scary.
It tries to bite you first of all. 20.
Of course it hits.
Of course it
It gets thundered back though.
This one gets thundered back. Okay, cool. Okay. It has normal. I had no disadvantage now.
Yeah, no.
Oh, dex save. Okay.
Dex save.
Fails.
Can't be that
9
dexterous,
damage.
right?
Yeah. Like this one looks like this one's like got a big chunk that take missing out from it as well. Okay. But oh yeah, it does get a claw at you as well. 17 misses. Right?
Yes. Yes.
Something missed. Alright. This
something with a
one,
high roll miss.
There's some shit happening in the fog. Miss. The fog cloud's working though, and it just looks like it's just a mess down there. Everyone's just like, "What's happening? Where am I?" Like, who are you?
So how many...
Have they ever Kraken even attacked stuff? Can't remember.
Jacko, okay, we realize we need to figure this out as well, Jacko. Technically, when you rage, fog cloud should stop as well, right?
Yeah, but I'm not raging yet.
Okay, I just wanted to let you know.
Yeah.
I'm sure I've seen in the
No,
past.
I've been
you've
thinking
talked
about this.
that
That's
kind
why I
of
want
stuff.
to ask if Arrow Crocans... They're still in the clouds then.
Yes.
They're going on...
They haven't acted yet.
7? They're going on 7.
7, yeah. You're on 7.
I can't hold...
Can't hold, why not?
Well, I can't hold a bonus and
Ready.
action.
You can bet yeah, you can't hold your entire turn.
In that case, I'll just move over to
sure you
Xeno's
can't?
gargoyle.
I swear that's made up from school.
Yeah, no, you
Yeah,
can
he was
only
figured
ready
out
in
you
action.
Wait, you can hit that.
No, there's no delay action of the PHP, yeah.
You can hit that thing. Wait, you're ready? You can hit that.
Yeah,
thing.
no, I am.
Oh, okay.
Because I can't, you know, so I'm not gonna rage, I'm just
Oh,
gonna
okay.
hit
Yeah.
Oh, there's a variant rule.
We don't do that.
it. Not yet, at least.
Too many
Look,
rules.
okay.
What you got Zan as well and shit. Alright.
But you know, like, even
I
though...
bet there's a whole thing about aerial combat, but I didn't think this was gonna happen. I just decided to do this, so I didn't bother reading any of it, you know. Alright, are you rolling hit Jack or what are you doing?
Yeah.
You recklessing or normal?
Normal.
Okay.
I'm sure
Yeah,
I won't
boy.
regret in a second.
You miss.
I regret it.
Alright, one more in the gargoyle. This one flies forward and actually attacks you, Alcamenos. But you weren't reckless, so now I might miss you. Look at that. Would have missed.
Missed anyway.
Oh, but that. I would have missed anyway, right?
Yeah.
And these guys suck. Some more shit happening in the cloud.
You don't actually have that scary damage die.
No. They're very tanky. They're stones,
Yeah.
but in
No,
terms of
Cloud is saving.
Cloud's really helping. Yeah, Cloud's good. Azaka does what you're doing as well and flies forward to help you out with this one.
Flying tiger.
God, that's so simple.
Terrifying. She claws it twice.
Man tiger.
Yeah, it hits. Oh yeah, now she's hitting. Look at that.
Magical claws, right?
You wish. Okay. Oh no, should I actually -10 and not -5? Thanks, Draco. Oh, you almost got me there. Yeah, one in back. They have 60 foot, so they can only. This one goes at Berserker, but it doesn't matter. One in the inside. Attack. Oh, first one hits the poor Wild Cochran. Which one was this one fighting? This one. Oh shit! You guys can actually kind of see from the outside. You see like a body of an Wild Cochran like basically fall out of the bottom of the fog cloud, and
No.
I'm putting that foggy down there.
We can
Yeah,
save
just like kind of fall down to try and use it. Yeah. Very sad.
Sadness.
One more of these. This one comes up to attack you, Tom. But this one is like barely alive. But it still gets to attack you twice.
It misses.
Oh
twice.
no!
It hurts
Oh,
itself.
it was no, sure it does. It was it was clearly completely
Easy
unable to
attack.
move properly due to like the missing arms that is being knocked off of it. It's just trying to attack you and it doesn't have any arms. The Alcochran inside.
Like the lower jaw is completely gone.
Let's say some of them are like flying out. Some of them like fly 100 feet backwards, so they're actually like behind you guys. We're gonna say all the ones that like weren't currently like in melee range to someone fly like that.
But you
All the
have
others kind of like
advantage on the attack of opportunity. Go, my pretty. Oh,
What's that? They have advantage. No, these are
No,
Alcochran.
yeah, no, the
Oh, but
enemies
they have
in the enemies
disadvantage on-
disadvantage.
yeah.
Like if they try and just if they just double move away and like Yola, they just yeet it out of there.
Okay, you're right. You're right. A few of them will try. The ones that are completely healthy will try. No, I mean
The
actually,
ones that only take one attack would try it, right?
the ones who've only taken one. What's that?
No, the ones that would only take one attack of opportunity.
Yeah, I think they would, but that would be like everyone. No, that wouldn't. That would be these.
Oh, the one at the very back
This one
would like
will
have to
try,
pass
This one will
multiple.
try, and this one will try. Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense. That makes sense. And then we have 3 attacks. If they try to hit. Disadvantage. Bam. Bam. Ooh,
Oh no!
That last one running out, but this one
Seven.
was had been unheard before, so it's still okay.
not a crit.
So, like most of the Alcochran are like fine, like like most ones we fly are completely unharmed. These ones inside like disengage and like move 50, so they're basically like in between like you guys and the fog cloud, but like they were too scared to like completely move. 2 ones at the back. This one chases this Alcochran and it flew out of the thing
No!
and attacks it.
No!
Yeah, it hits.
No.
This Alcochran gets like kind of bitten and just falls out the sky at will.
Jimmy, no!
This one flies forward towards the other one.
That's the
Cool.
one who one that's
13.
really hurt.
This one survives. First attack. But the second claws rip it from the
No!
air. and
They
it
should have.
falls
They
to
should have
the
just double moved and just
There's-
risked it for the biscuit.
They're
They
so
were-
weak.
They were scared, man. They didn't know
I
these
know.
guys were out
I know.
there. They hadn't seen them.
What a misplay.
Yeah, okay. Sky, your turn.
So there's a. How many are looking? There's one that's looking uber low. Is there another one that's
Yeah, there are
looking
two.
like
There's 2.
a
This
little
one is
low?
on 2 HP, this one's on 1 HP.
Nice.
Okay, action surging one
There
and
you
the
go.
other. Not even like looking at the result
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
first one before I roll the second.
But if you were free, they might have done it. Boom, he said.
Boom, boom. Fucking got him,
Boom,
guys.
man, don't look at explosions.
The T-Rex your fucking sniper from 600 feet away with disadvantage constantly.
Okay, that one. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast it.
Actually, your turn. You weren't actually next to right? You were like. You were
No,
like,
yeah, I'm like
overhead,
over
okay.
by sky. Like,
Yeah. We'll see you over here.
God damn.
Okay, yeah. What are you doing? Eldritch Blast the one next to.
no,
hex
the
one.
yeah, the hex one.
Yeah. Okay, we'll do it.
Oh, fuck's sake, Chris.
That misses.
Who wrote Nelson on the map?
What?
Who did?
Where's that even? I don't even get it.
Someone wrote Nelson ages ago. Anyway,
What's that?
I'm going to fly backwards 30 feet.
Okay, sure. Whatever. There you go. Close enough. This gargoyle flies forward and tries to attack you, Alcamenos.
It's
Mm-hmm.
-6, okay. And -4 is -10. Good job.
Mm-hmm. You know your turn. You're surrounded by these things. My god, what a satisfying looking Thunderwave.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
Yeah, these Alcochran aren't actually like that close to you, in case you're worried about them.
Nah, not really. I mean, yes, but not really.
Not really.
Phew.
It's weird. You could do like weird 3D maneuvering to like change what position you are, but like provoking. Like you fly underneath one, and technically you're still within like range of it. So you can like move.
It's actually quite easy to think about as well, because you just have to, you basically consider like a point you occupy in like each vector, right? And each time you move, you can move up to your speed in as many of those vectors as you want, right? Because you could just fly diagonally, and like move, south, left, forwards, or down, down, left, forwards rather.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, it's weird. 5e's like movement system, not even the worst for like flying.
They can like nothing personnel get someone like 5 times.
Oh,
in
Yeah.
Well, I could. I just like kind of like in range. This herd guy is there in relation to the ones that are on us, or
There to scale it is. It's that far away from you.
okay. Is there a way to position a shatter to hit like these 4, like that are like next to us and that guy?
10-foot radius, you say?
Yeah, let's
10
see.
foot radius.
Without hitting El
Without
Camino,
hitting El Camenos, yes.
Yeah, if it's
Not
a
like
circle.
I mean, didn't mean to move the foggy. Meant to move
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But like to say it hits one in the back when that's only half an hit El Camino, so technically in it a little bit.
But like this guy's way more than Alcamenos is. I mean, like if if
It's way
that's
more when we
I'm
make
not
the
in it.
line,
like
right?
if we're like hang on, but if
Line.
like if that tiny corner is allowed to hit Alcamenos, then I can just put it here, and that tiny corner is allowed to hit this guy, right?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that is fine.
Right.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay,
that one's
sure.
fine. But
Sure.
still.
Okay.
I'm not even touching it. It's fine.
Exactly. Yeah, you can position in such a way.
Sure.
You can. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yes,
it's-
that is what I'm doing.
Okay, you're casting
Bam.
Shatter. Bam.
Yes.
This is normal, right?
This
Though?
is the- yes.
Okay, the
this
one on
is
top
damage.
definitely dies, so does one on bottom. They can't possibly survive. We'll do those last 3. You can get saves, on saves, disadvantage, right? Yeah.
Yes, disadvantage check.
So, 2 fail. So we'll say these 2 fail. So we're gonna go around that way. So minus 13. Okay, yeah, the one right in front of you looks pretty damn low as well, and then the one at the top passed. So that one's just minus 6. Okay. Yeah, good stuff.
My turn. That's my turn.
Yeah, so you have taken out 2 of the guys, I guess? No. Yeah?
Yes. Well, 2
Yeah,
of
he
the
took out 2 low
this
ones.
attack.
But then why are they still 9? There were only 10 to start.
What?
I feel like Ian.
Yeah?
Ian, I feel like when you moved them closer, the ones after they went like over the fog, and you moved them closer, I thought I saw you like move one icon, and like that icon didn't actually like they were under one of the other icons. So there were like 2 gargoyles.
Fine, there's
on
one
both
less.
sides.
This one doesn't exist. There you go.
It's
You
so
don't know.
good.
It's foggy. It's foggy.
delete one of the full HP ones, please.
The more full HP ones.
Okay.
Okay, that was Xeno turn. This one flies out. I think this Sarcophagus is actually more than 60 feet away, so I don't think I'd actually be able to run up to it. You guys are actually stunning fan. How far away are you, Sky? You're 150 from them.
Yeah, I'd like 30 last turn, so
Yeah,
it's
that's
like
almost
flies
60,
over
isn't it?
150
now,
out.
now only 30 feet away from this one.
Okay.
The guy in front of
Uh,
Xeno is supposed to go, right?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I think I mixed up 16 and 17. Ah, it doesn't matter, they both act before you guys, so... yeah, sorry, the one in front of Xeno acts. It tries to bite and claw at you. Bite. Nope. Claw. Oh, look at him blocking everything. Wow. OP shield.
Blue shield, yeah.
Okay, and then add up onto that. Aquan, that's your turn.
Alright,
I kind of wanted to hit me.
I'm gonna
Come on and
meet-
hit me.
I'm gonna like put my shoulder against the stone gargoyle, rage, and try and like push against the force and like drive my trident into his side
Stone.
to
Okay.
like and hope my trident doesn't break.
Better not roll and add one.
But I'm gonna reckless.
You're not gonna reckless? Or you
I'm
are, sorry?
gonna reckless.
Okay, so, yeah.
Like try and force it in there. Oh, good thing I
Good thing you reckon.
Good choice.
Okay, that
buddy,
that
good.
meets AC. The one in front of you, right?
Yes.
Okay, roll damage. Fortunately, not magical, so we'll be halved. So
What do
it's
big
rage.
damages have? I don't know. I don't know what kind of damage it is.
Yeah, let me do that. Rage damage type. Okay.
And you
I
can
would
also,
say
as I'm
depends on what.
raging, you can see the water forming
I
around
think
out of there.
rage just adds damage onto your.
Yeah, it
max,
just
so-
adds to the same damage type. It's not like extra force damage. or
Yeah,
anything.
that'd be really weird. Okay,
Sadly.
so it's -5 for him. Okay, and what's it?
So the water is forming out of the air, but it takes a little longer because it's so high up.
Nice.
You know,
That's how
Ooh, though.
6.
Damage DC 13.
And this has no damage if they.
And they don't have any decks. Oh wow, they don't have any decks.
Index. Yeah, this takes a big. I mean, it looks like it took more from that than it did from the actual strike.
Splash.
Big splash. Oh, by the way, yeah, I don't know.
Well, if you're next to the aura, you can feel just how cold the water is.
Fucking freezing, boys.
Deep sea water.
It's turn, Jacko, and it tries to take its revenge by attacking you. And
That's
you
probably
were
gonna
back.
happen. Yeah.
Okay.
Got the HP bars ready.
21.
Yep.
13.
Misses.
Wow. Okay. So that should 3 damage. Not bad. Not bad at all. Oh, and the fog's gone. Bye, Foggy Nelson.
Yeah.
And Nelson can stay. This one flies towards you as well, Chris. So it's like this one's like the other one was 30 feet. This one's like 40 feet. It was like 10 feet behind the other one. Like that. Azaka turn. Azaka takes a couple of claws at the one in front of her. 16 hits, 14 doesn't, so only 2 damage. Blech. Resist a lot of damage. And using Tom's head to do actual fucking damage isn't resisted.
Magic, pretty useful, huh?
Pretty useful. Who would have thought it? Especially against stones. Fights and forces. Zarka doesn't
It's a
matter.
perfect time to use
Oh
shit.
man, you can see those when the tackles against you, Jacko. Alright. Yeah, Cochrane will start like the ones that are behind start trying to like shoot at the guys. So that's
Nice.
7. I'll just take 7 shots and we'll decide what they hit. Oh no, the javelins. Sorry, so throwing javelins. 1, 2,
How many
3,
javelins
4,
are there?
5, 6, 7. Yeah, like they've only thrown
one at least.
They're bringing the
Fucking
javelins
2
out,
of
you know.
only 2 of them hit.
Okay. Only 2 of them hit. Damn.
Yeah.
No, 3 of them hit, right? 21, 22, 21.
Yeah.
I didn't see the other 21.
Okay, and this damages were 6 for 1, so we'll just say this one is like -3. We'll say they're all
6,
shooting at
4,
the
and
one.
4.
6, 4, and 4, so 14. We'll say they all shoot. Man, that's so low. -7. Fucking low. Okay.
Dink, dink, dink.
So effective.
Right. Yeah. And that's at 1-1, so it's like kind of chasing them down. So it just like doesn't give a shit about the challenge, it charges straight at them. And tries to bite and claw one of the Outcockren. And that one of the Outcockren is barely alive. Okay, Sky, your turn. You have one 30 feet and another 40 feet.
Okay.
But I will argue, if we say that movement doesn't cost movement if you're standing still, that your maxi trade works while flying.
Yeah, no,
that's fair.
I can. Yeah. Oh, there's in I can regen it. Yeah, that makes
recharge
sense.
it,
Yeah,
yeah.
that makes
Yeah,
sense.
that's
Okay. Okay. How? Speaking of the rules of flying, what happens if I just fall? Like, how quickly can I reach the ground? I remember how high up we are actually.
Let me see, full
A few
speed.
hundred
5
feet.
feet.
Yeah, we were at the top of, we were where the temple was, and I don't think we went down. So
Pretty fucking high.
Yeah, I went 30 feet down in one of the first, like at the very start. But
we're like 700 feet, but something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, if you fall to the ground, you're dead.
Oh yeah, but I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna use my wings at some point,
I'm
and it's
gonna
like,
yeah.
do a
Yeah.
ray in Force Awakens.
it's just basically it's how does going down when flying moves? Can you just can you just fall, and then
I
or
don't see a
like,
reason
you
why
know,
we wouldn't
and
be
I
able
go
to
really
fall.
fast, or do you have to like just go vertically downwards at your fly speed?
I guess it depends how much like control. Like, for instance, are you wanting to fall a certain bit, then like instantly like kind of stop falling. Like, but that would depend. Because like if you're falling completely, you
Yeah,
take
I
some
want to
time
land.
like counteract the
I
fall.
want to land safely, so
Wait, land? You're going all the way to ground.
yeah, I want to go, you know, Like they're faster than I am in the air. I'm pretty sure I'm faster than they are on the ground. So.
You saying? Okay.
They
I
look
try to find the rules
slow,
people
but-
saying it is an official rule, so people just make shit up.
Okay.
I'm gonna say like if you spend your whole time falling, let's say I'm trying to make it realistic. It's 6 seconds of falling. 500 feet.
It's 100 feet a turn.
They might just give up. I'll just like, okay, yeah, I'll just. So that would leave me.
However, but like that's that's the entire turn. That's if like you fall.
Yeah.
And then turn you've hit it. So if you want to like actually control your flight, like you need to like stop.
Like how if
yourself
I
from,
fall
like,
500
if you
feet
fall
now,
safe-
how high am I going to be off the ground at that point? I'm like, we're like, how high up now?
Well, Curse of Baal is 550 feet. Let me
Oh.
check.
Oh, I thought Castle was like 700. Okay.
Curse of Baal is. So you flew out from the monastery. The monastery at 590.
590. So if I drop
Bear in mind
500
your
feet.
character isn't sure how fast they're gonna fall, and you see that
Yeah,
that
that's
isn't that
true.
far away.
Okay.
So, how much you have realistically?
Yeah, you know, that's good. Like, that'll leave me with 60 feet. That's a whole turn of moving if I double move. That's like plenty of distance. I'm sure I can slow myself down to 60 feet.
Okay.
Cats always land on their
So you
feet.
just spend the whole turn like just like in free fall, basically.
Go get terminal velocity.
I'll take a brief second to
Yeah.
wave goodbye to the two gargoyles in front of me, and then
Then
just like
turn off
just like dive over backwards and just hurtle straight down.
Okay, yeah, you have like no self
Uh,
control, so if you can't, like this
yeah.
is your full turn, just like falling, you know. you can't-
I just want to add that Sandor's Guide to Everything has a thing called Rate of Falling.
Yeah, I've looked at it. I think it was 500 feet actually. So I like googled it, and some people were saying this is in there like 500 feet, and other people saying, well, yeah, but that's like not the same. But I'll like, why I'll take that.
From what I've seen, people go around 500 feet anyways. It's just
Yeah,
like
people have like been talking about like terminal velocity and shit, where it's like,
Yeah, well, because you could use this like an acceleration equation to figure out, but like that's
people have done that.
factor in air resistance and stuff.
yeah, that's not the same.
When you fall great height, you instantly descend 500 feet.
Like UT plus a half
And then
AT
it's gonna,
squared.
yeah. Okay, anyway, Richard, your turn.
Okay. Let's see. I'm 90 feet away. I'm close enough for these people too. Who's the weakest among the four over here?
The one in front of Alchemanos.
Okay, I hex that one with my bonus action.
Actually, two
Without-
the same, but okay. Yeah.
Without, and that doesn't
Yeah,
take
yeah,
up
yeah,
spell slot.
yeah,
Anyway,
yeah,
and then I'll just blast it.
okay, hold it.
Gotta change the core, and there we go.
You miss.
No. One more level, then we can outblast twice a turn.
This
Yeah.
gargoyle attacks you, Alchemanos. You are still.
I do have a
left, right?
50-50 chance of
I
hitting.
am
12
reckless
and
and
7.
raging.
Wow.
Oh my
okay,
God.
dude. These are fucking suck though. Is your turn?
4 chances to get a 14.
Could probably hit 3 of them with a shatter.
Yeah,
Many spells
thinking
can
about
say
that.
What are you gonna do when the real boss appears? So all your spell slots will be gone.
So it's gonna be
You hear dragon roar in the
Like
distance.
a giant gargoyle.
Yeah, it's like the stone guardian from the bridge that's grown wings.
Oh
Yeah,
yes.
that's...
Oh,
Here's your
God.
canoe!
Oh,
You
for
laugh.
fuck's sake. I'm gonna. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Gonna
So you're
do.
hitting what, all 4?
One more shot.
You hit all 4?
No, I don't think I can hit one.
By the
more.
rules of
Hitting-
by how we decided it last time, it was awful.
How
It was
does he,
a little
how
dodgy.
does he hit this
Like-
one and this one?
What? Hang on. Just like.
He can
just
hit.
like do-
If you hit
Uh,
Alchemanos,
I can definitely hit it.
Circle.
No, maybe you
Okay.
shouldn't allow circles like this.
He
It's
just
so
hits.
broken.
He just hits so for like.
I'm gonna. Maybe I should say
Like
now
so.
we're gonna stop allowing this, but this is like so enough. Okay, from now.
Oh,
on,
that
This
is
is
perfect.
this is
Perfect.
this is why I was saying this, the middle has to be inside for it to
Now on
count,
your
right?
game as a square, and from that square you do fucking normal 10-foot like this. That's how it works from now on.
Well, then you get extra, but then you get. Okay, fine.
But that's how spells are
You
intended.
just say a circle, and like the center has to be inside it for it to count. Like it's none of this like the edge like you know.
Sure, I
like-
guess. But like, it
But
really
like, it
should
doesn't,
be
it
like
doesn't
name
matter.
of five.
The point, either way, point is you can hit 3 things with it without hitting
anything
anything else.
You can hit 3 things. You like just put it here and hit these 3.
Yeah,
I can
that's,
take
that's exactly what I'm gonna. I'm not. I don't want you to take it. Yeah, I'm gonna hit the 3 fuckers on top. Say
Okay.
that it's better. Bam!
Man,
18.
it's a lot better than
Good
the
roll.
5, huh?
3 fuckers on top. Alright, I'll do it left to
Jesus.
right. Disadvantage. Fail.
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 Fail!
Fail.
Fail,
Okay,
baby!
minus 18. Okay. The one on the end, very hurt. Still alive. One in the middle, crumbles to dust. This one, 1 HP. The one in front of you tries to get some payback by attacking you back.
You didn't even get hit.
Sorry?
Oh, that one didn't even get hit, right?
No, but payback on his friends. Check it over friends.
Uh,
Man, these guys suck.
No.
Oh, no, they don't.
No.
No.
25.
I was just like, you know, the
Get hit back, bitch. Get hit back.
Okay, but Tom, roll on
the table,
I
table.
don't wanna! I don't wanna!
Yeah, you do.
Oh,
That's
saves,
all
right?
Okay, yeah, that's okay, that's okay. Oh, but this one also. Oh no, wait, it's safe half. I was gonna say crumbles. Let's see if it fails a dex save. Yeah, this one like just bursts into little stone fragments in front of you.
yeah.
I
Okay,
exposed
you.
Oh shit. No, my sound. Switch over. And then over here.
Yeah.
Well, definitely within 120.
Yeah.
I had to check.
Sorry, say something?
No, your turn.
Oh my god, that's quiet.
Your turn.
Yes, okay, my turn. I will. Which one of these in front of me looks most hurt? The one on the right, right? That's 1 HP.
Yeah, that's 1 HP. The other one looks pretty low.
In that case, I'll leave that one to Azarka, and I'll target the one on the left
Okay, hold it.
with my mighty
Reckless.
swing.
You reckless?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my god. Thank
Yeah,
you.
Man, this fight is so broken otherwise I'd roll that.
Oh, there's a roll 2 ones in a row. 4, 15.
Wow.
Oh,
15. So yeah, it's
pass.
still up, but very low, depending on how much cold you roll.
Bam.
Yeah, if it doesn't fail. Wait, if it fails, does it still take half?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, you kill it. Boom.
I like to think that Aquaman is pretty experienced in the 3D combat.
Yeah, he probably is.
And the 40 chess.
He's not that
This
smart, so.
one flies over to Richard as well.
Oh no.
Sorry, Richard.
One.
See you,
In
Richard.
front, however, claws twice. Oh man, you should have given it a big HP one. I mean, I may go to attack a second one, but she would fly and try to attack this, but she misses with that attack anyway. Okay. Yeah, Cochrane's, they try Valiant. Well, what this one disengages and runs away. They're clever like this, you know, and then just hide behind a multitude of them. So if they can't one-shot us, we'll never die. So rest attack. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, hit 7,
3 hits.
10, 18. Okay, okay, they do some damage. -9. Okay, on this one, this wait, no, which gargoyle? Oh, it's a different gargoyle. How to do this? This one doesn't realize Zark is a superhuman and tries to attack her. What a fool! Sky, your turn.
Editor,
Okay,
extension?
so I'm just like diving straight down. I'm now 60 feet from the ground. Apparently, this is the point. Yeah, I'm like, so yeah, this is the point. This is the point where I decide to like flare, like to start slowing
Yeah.
down, right? So,
So the way
how much of my time do you want me to use to?
I'm sure people that way this is going to be really fucking abusable, right? Because like,
Yeah.
if you actually just fly straight downwards, so I'm going to say you like.
Do
I'm
like
gonna say if
full
you want to slow
rounds.
yourself all the way from terminal velocity to like 0, which is what happens before for 500 feet, you're gonna need to use your movement and your action even. To
Okay,
dash,
sure.
like, use
So
it.
I'll just like
so basically-
land this time.
Yeah, exactly. Like you're using your movement and like you use like all your movement to fly up when you're sort of like, oh my god, I'm still
Yeah.
falling, and then you use your
Yeah,
action to dash like, oh god, oh god, oh god, I'm not.
And then okay,
That's how it'll work from now on. If you're
Yeah,
moving terminal velocity, it uses both those to like.
So yeah, that's great. I got
But
it.
obviously, you could like spend half your turn free falling and then try to kick.
I'm happy. I
and then you'll, like, stop.
basically just safely double moved from 60 feet to the ground. That's like
Exactly, right.
amazing. Okay, so okay. I like look up and like look at Richard. I'm like, oh,
Yeah, Richard, your
You're
turn.
ready
You
to
have
catch him.
Thanks, you.
Can I disengage and fall?
No, that's too abusable. It has to be like a full round action, even though it doesn't really exist. Because like
Okay.
if you disengage and full, nah. For the falling's like part, nah, that's too abusable. We gotta make some rules, but no, you can't.
Okay, fine. I
Otherwise, they
will.
can just fall and attack you. And then it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
for 500 feet attack. Surprise, bitch.
Man, that's a strong punch right there. Just
I'll
a
buy
hammer.
more.
The ultimate suicide bomb. You from 500 feet, you dive. So you end your turn like about to hit the ground.
Yeah,
make the
yeah.
attack. Next turn, you just splat. But
Pretty
like,
badass, though.
you know, you got that attack.
I'll just take that.
I might give you disadvantage for full round.
The dragon
Advantage.
kamikaze just lands on
Advantage.
someone.
But if they don't see you coming, who would have saw that?
Can't believe it's like-
Alright, Richard,
That
what do you
takes
do?
later.
I will hex the one in front of me and I will go invisible.
Okay. Zeno, your turn.
And I also want to move. God,
Okay.
I'm gonna move
God.
to the right.
Okay, I'm gonna roll them perception. If they roll real well, they'll like hear you also. You move, but real well, real well, you know, real well.
But...
Not just a little bit well, like real well.
Real well. Perception would be wisdom. You can define if that's real well. That was not real well. Even though it's a real well.
That is not real well. Yep.
Alright,
So
I see-
I'm just gonna put myself over here, so I'm
Ian.
showing that I'm not right next to them.
yeah,
Nothing.
yeah. That one isn't on the initiative, I don't think.
That's the one that was meant to disappear, you know?
No, the other one.
And this one is on the initiative twice.
Crazy. Oh well, it's fine. Some of them act twice, some of them act once. You know.
It's a real fast voice, like the Sonic of the fucking gargoyle
I
world.
don't see him on the initiative twice. What the fuck?
Yeah, which one's on the initiative twice, Tom?
No, no, I'm on the
Like,
initiative twice.
this way is like he hovers when I go for 11.
What? No, the one
Yeah.
next to him hovers when I go to 11. So it's 16 and 11. These two.
16, 11, 2.
Two is that.
That's all I see.
This
Yeah,
one
yeah.
is retreating. You guys don't see
What are you
it.
talking about?
This is
Cheating.
I don't,
retreating.
I don't see anyone next to him.
It's retreating.
Are they over one another?
Actually says they retreat
They
sometimes.
don't
So
see
it
them.
actually makes sense.
No.
You've probably
This
just
is
got
true.
two of them stacked as a bug
Oh,
Tom. That's two next to each other there.
It's a bug, Tom. Yeah, not me.
Uh-huh, sure, yeah.
Like sometimes tokens are mispositioned.
Shit, I put the token off the map and I can't get it back. Get it, token.
Just Control Z? No, you don't have
Oh,
select.
I got it. But it's out of here. You guys don't see it full way. All right, Zeno, what are you doing?
Okay, so how hurt are those two to the left there over to Richards?
Not very hurt.
Very hurt, huh? But hurt though, are they? They are hurt though.
Not that hurt.
They're very butthurt, yeah. Their tongue just disappeared.
They're
Great.
not that.
Exactly.
They're also
Uh,
90 feet away from me. That's FYI.
Yeah. So how far away are they?
90.
From us.
From you, like
Yeah.
100, no, 90 feet. They're not 90 feet from you, Potrack. They were in melee and you'd move 30 feet away.
No, I mean they are 90 feet from Sino
Oh,
because I'm 90 feet.
okay. Yeah, you didn't say
where
that.
Sino
They're
is.
90 feet away from. Yeah, that guy's closer, guaranteed.
Yeah, he's fine. Yeah, I'm just gonna. I am gonna move 30 feet closer and toll the dead on one of them.
Okay. What's the
So,
save here?
gotta stand
I'm
here.
gonna click. Ugh.
Wisdom save. Takes 4 damage, just to one closer. Okay, on this one's turn, it kind of like turns, like kind of like surveys the area and just like flies real fast, like back the way you guys came from. It looks like. So 120 feet. Dude, you know that thing where like you try to move something and the whole map moves?
Yeah.
I don't know why the fuck that's not happened. Whatever, it's 120 feet. It's too awkward moving. Akman, that's your turn.
That one's way too far away from me. Yeah, I'll go to the close one.
Okay.
And just charge in, like, kind of like in
Flying
a,
charge.
I'll use my 30 feet movement to like go a little bit like this, like this. Like
Oh
this,
yeah, like the little side
this,
step.
and, like, just like get him from the side, full movements.
Magic, yeah.
That's not what I should do.
Need that magical trident.
Oh yeah. Someone to bless this one. Man.
I'm assuming you're reckless, yeah. So that hits. Doesn't matter. Okay. It's still up.
Plus, I'm gonna click away the rage damage.
Fails. Okay, still up. Pretty fucking battered.
Right. And that's...
This one also surveys and tries to run. I'm a marvel strange if you granted such a gift.
Indeed, and we will put it to good use.
Yeah.
Now, go and rest.
You know, we will recover our friends and best. And you kind of, you know, like see them go to the others, and after a bit of discussion, they like fly down to like pick up their fallen allies.
I gave you 4 HP, by the way, Alchemanos. With my
This guy, you kind of get up
Healing
to us.
hand.
Yeah, like in approaching in the distance, like getting louder. This is amazing! Like right next to you guys.
I just like
It's the best.
As you kind of fly by, Chris, you kind of see an Aquaman can like head down, and you kind of look and you see he's going down to like a crumpled body on the ground, and you kind of feel like a little awkward.
Isn't this the best?
I give Sky a smile.
I'll do a backflip.
Nice. Roll acrobatics. And you know, this sort of the form, you know, and how good it looks, you know. I mean, in the air, it's very different. Oh, it's so good. It looks like you were meant to be flying because your whole life. And yeah, you kind of all end up together again. Do you like head back inside the monastery, or like at one point, like if you kind of like turn around and look, you see like Asara's kind of like standing on the balcony, but obviously she can't like fly anymore. So
Okay.
I say
I'd fly over to her.
I must
I
admit,
say-
I missed this.
Or
I
I'd
say to
listen to
the
what
others.
Mario
I say to you, is this what it's like to move underwater? I mean, for you, obviously, I don't swim as fast.
Indeed, there's something different than walking on land. I can tell you this.
It is a joyous sensation.
But while this view is great, the sea has much to explore.
Well, Chult has much to explore too.
Suppose, but it all seems
Flat.
flat and green.
I wish to...
okay,
all
yeah. So
all
you
we
just, like say no,
require
thank you.
we take with us.
I see. Well, then I will. I wish you good fortune. She kind of, you know, like steps aside, you know, to like, you know, you kind of like she was like standing kind of in front of you guys, and you at the balcony, and she, not blocking your exit, but you know, like it's technically in the way.
I look at Richard and say, "Should we say farewell to the royalty?"
it would be courteous to do so.
In that case, I leave the honors to you, my friend.
I knew it would come to that.
Okay, we'll just do that quickly, and then we'll end the session, I guess. Once you guys
Yeah.
like ready to depart. Okay, so Sky, you're already on the note. Do you go try to find the royalty then, Richard?
Yep. I'm guessing they are at the.
Yeah, and they're
up
like in the
on-
house. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You go up and like knock on the door.
Yep.
Like, come in.
I would enter.
Oh, Richard, how nice to see you again. Please come in. She kind of like walks up and quickly shuts the door behind you. She's like, oh, how marvelous to see you again. How are you? How are your ventures in the jungle?
I'm doing quite well, and our venture we succeeded in what we set out to do.
Oh, marvelous. You remember you telling me all about it over lunch. She kind of thinks, please sit down. It's
I
like,
like
still
the
quite
way-
early in the day. You're like, lunch. It's like 9.
My apologies, Princess. I simply came here for the courtesy of saying goodbye, as we.
Don't be
promptly
silly.
had
You
to
only
leave.
just got here.
Well, that is true. We also need to leave quite quickly. My apologies.
She sort of frowns and she's like, well, where are you going this time?
We're we're going to Orlunga now. After that, after speaking to someone there, we will decide our next move, either towards Omu or the port Nanseha.
She's like going and of course back here.
I doubt we will return until at
But you were
very
going to
least
bring me
until
the chalice.
indeed, but that it would be after Omu, yes. That will
Yes. But I am
that
sure
might
you can
take
do
some
that in
time.
wonderful time.
One that I hope as well.
I'm sure. Look at you. She kind of looks at you admiringly.
Well, I wish upon you good health, princess, and to your royal brother.
Kind of nods.
I'm
She's
guessing
like,
I can't
No,
see
he's
him,
not
right?
around.
Yeah.
She's like, very well, but I'll see you soon, Richard.
I give her a nod and I leave.
Yeah.
Ian, why are you so good at playing like a princess?
The hardest way out. Okay, yeah, you leave. And yeah, eventually you'll get packed up, and I guess that's a good point in the session, right? As you're about to like the outcome kind of gathered round on the balcony to see you off, so I was kind of, standing there, Vazan standing there, all the familiar faces, fan books showing up from the workshop, they all off to wave you goodbye as you jump off the edge. And,
As I leave, I raise my trident and I say, "We will avenge your fallen brethren."
For the Tritons! yeah. Yeah, you guys level.
Whoa!
Level 5.
Woo!
Extra attack points.
Oh yeah, level 5, the big boy one. See, then
For
HP
double
though.
spells,
Mhm.
another
Nothing for them. It
incantation.
kind of feels scary because you don't reroll all of it. It's kind of scary.
Yeah, I know.
These I let you reroll once,
Okay, hit dice work now. Trust in the dice.
They work now. Oof, that's not 2.
At least you have
Man.
high AC.
Fuck.
Literally worst draw that could be. Yeah, at least you have the OP shield. Okay, Chris,
Oh.
good again as always. Alcomendos, there we
pretty good,
go.
pretty good.
There we go, Alcomendos.
Where's my...
Richard, 2 people rolling 2s though. That's painful.
Can I use my lucky for that?
Definitely not.
Oh.
This only works on 1s.
54.
Also no. Definitely not before it, Tom. I mean, definitely not after you roll, I mean. That's not how inspiration works. Okay, but I mean, you had a level 5. That's a huge thing, man. You get that proficiency bonus, next level spells, OP. You get like lightning bolt, right? It's pretty big.
Oh yeah. Get fast movement.
Yeah, that's a
Max
big lightning
level
bolt. You're
lightning
right,
bolt.
Jacko. Yeah, lightning bolt. I
I
can move
gotta
slightly
take
faster.
what I can get.